well. Garrett with the suited diaper here. Deuce 3 of spades.
Seems like we got a lot of interest in the chat for like more player info on like bios and stuff. So
Moneymaker just flops quads.
Oh wow.
Okay.
A 5 on the turn would just be disastrous.
Garrett with a gutter ball to a straight. Dustin, who's not scared to bluff at it. Queen 9 high, bets 300, and this is unfortunately
go call. Yeah.
The worst spot to bluff. Now Moneymaker can only just call. Like, you don't want to fold anything out. You have the entire board praying for a money card to come for somebody else. Deuce of spades.
My gosh.
So now Garrett has got a flush draw and an inside straight draw. Moneymaker has
nothing
not
to do but
two,
check
not
call,
three,
check call.
but 4 6s in his hand. And look at his face. This man is impossible to read. Dustin loves the aggression, continues to bet 800.
I mean,
and now this is going to get at least a call from Garrett, and now you got a real pot for quads.
Yeah, if you're gonna call the flop with a gutter and you turn flush draw, you got to call turn. So you have to be a little bit worried about Moneymaker behind, just calling behind everyone else. You know, it's just like it's so strong. So it's hard to put him on quads. Hard to put him on 6-4 pocket fours. Flop boats.
Surely you're not folding. Straight draw and a flush draw, bud. It looks like maybe he is.
Very disciplined.
Nice fold, Garrett. And Moneymaker thinks, okay, maybe Dustin actually has a hand. Can I get a raise through? Like, could he have
pocket aces?
Oh my gosh, pocket ace would be so money. Dustin's got 13,000 behind too.
Yeah, you really want to take the betting lead here. You know, because you just hate to go check on the. Okay, it does let it go. Okay. He was making me nervous there. He was the chips back and forth.
Moneymaker can't show that one. Queen jack of clubs opens up the gun.
Doesn't mean we can still try.
Moneymaker with 2 8s.
So we still got time.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah,
King 8-7, all hearts. Moneymaker heater check, flops another set. Dustin's going to be annoyed once Moneymaker plays back at him once again. Maybe not on this flop, but on come the turn.
You know, not a good flop to exactly slow play, though. He is decided to just call. Oh my gosh, what?
He's got quad 8s. He's got quads back-to-back hands versus Dustin. What is happening?
Quads again.
Somebody run the numbers on this. Moneymaker is actually, like, what is, he can't even believe it.
If that's not entertaining, I don't know what is. Hit that like button.
This man just flopped quads previous hand and turns quads, like a pure set of quads.
This is such an annoying bet, too.
And Dustin does not want to be punked on stream. And this is, yeah, you're right. This is an annoying bet, 700.
It's like you check called on the flop. What are you leading turn with?
And once again, Moneymaker has nothing to prove and is not going to show his quads again. Neither of those pots were that huge, but it's literally like a bazillion to 1 to get quads back-to-back hands. Are you serious right now?
3, 2, 1.
To take your shot, you just have to play. Everybody wins in this game. All you gotta do is be on the felt to win $100. Spring buzzer beater has begun. The famous Texas Card House Bad Beat is back, and we want you to be on the clock to win big. The Bad Beat jackpot rises every single day, and the qualifying hand gets easier and easier to hit. No matter which Texas Card House location you choose, whether it's Houston, Rio Grande Valley, Austin, or Dallas, you can win $100 just by being at the table when the Bad Beat hits. Are you going to beat the buzzer? Visit your local Texas Card House all spring.
I'm Ben Miney.
I'm Angie Miney.
And please help save Dallas Poker.
Hi, I'm Mitch.
My name is Rick.
I'm Jay. Help us save Dallas Poker.
Help us save Dallas Poker.
Please help save Dallas Poker.
I'm Kevin. Please help us save Dallas Poker.
My name is Jay Nick. Help us save Dallas Poker.
Hi,
I'm Jessica. Help us save Dallas Poker. Please
help.
help us save Dallas Poker.
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 Please.
Hello, I'm Charles. Help us save Dallas Poker.
So now
We're
good.
back.
All right, there we go. All
We've
right.
been at this for a year and a half and still trying to figure things out. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. You missed a really just inspiring intro
honestly,
tonight.
I think that was our best intro ever.
It was the best intro. And what's better than JD flopping a boat to set
nuts,
the tone for the
yeah.
Tuesday night game?
Pretty standard from JD. I mean, honestly, I thought he was going to flop quads. But, I mean, this is just good enough, I
He's
guess.
one away with the ace-4. And excited for everybody to be here tonight. We're playing 5-10 no limit. We had a couple last-minute cancellations, and so we reduced the stakes a bit, trying to fill the table up. But we can see some six max poker as Jim floats.
Yeah, playing a game of chicken here.
And playing a game of chicken indeed with the 9-7 high. JD probably feels compelled to continue betting.
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, when you get called on the flop, you're just hoping your opponent has the case ace in their hand somehow.
Y'all would have been on your feet just praising us if you heard the intro that we just gave you. It's sad that y'all missed it, but we get potentially
unfortunately, we can't repeat any of it. So,
an all-time intro for the ages as Jim V's considering it. He knows JD could be blasting off here with nothing.
Yeah, having no clubs in his hand, JD could definitely be on some kind of club draw. So I think Jim V, I mean, the only way you can play is with a raise here. Obviously, we can see the cards. We know he's bluffing into the nuts, essentially.
JD taking another look back, just reveling in how fortunate his situation is, flopping the joint and having Jim raise with air on the turn. A $1,200 gift.
Yeah, I mean, you can't raise at this spot because there's just no bluffs once you bet and someone raises into you, so it's definitely better just to make a call.
8 of diamonds on the end. He rivered an open-ended straight draw, which gives him 9 high. He goes check, check, and JD triumphantly tables his ace-4, aces full of 4s, and takes down a $3,300 pot.
Nice hand for JD.
And that's JD's game. We are all just witnesses.
We're in JD's simulation, actually.
That's right.
But what I did say earlier, it is the return of Addy in C3 for those of y'all that missed him.
Ooh.
welcome him back.
The international
the entrepreneur,
philanthropist, all around, just giver, great
Alcatraz
guy.
rescuer, kayaker, mountain climber,
rescuing people out of poverty on a daily basis.
Red Cross volunteer.
This man, Addy, does it all with a smile on his face.
Poker player, tech bro, everything.
He lives on the West Coast, flew in for the Tuesday night game and gets a, six-handed lower stake action than maybe he was planning on playing. But
oh, and there's our sixth player. Let's see what his name is.
Oh, a new player, Mitch.
Welcome to the game, Mitch.
King six of spades. Mitch wants to try his hand at the live stream table. Good luck to Mitch. King six suited. This is the type of hand you're playing at the Tuesday night game, and he's going to.
And he wins his first hand on TCH Live.
Leverage his image and raise and take it.
Donnie the Bond, what's up?
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Monkey.
Tuning in.
Alice Acuna, a bunch of regulars here. What's up, everybody?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, I hope you are sticking with us for the next 4 hours. It's going to be a fun one, as always.
Yeah, and those of y'all that are in the Dallas area and are free and available and have the bankroll to play a game like this, come on over. I think we got some seats open.
Sell some crypto, get some cash, and come down to Texas Card House Dallas, the premier poker club in all of DFW.
If not Texas.
If not Texas.
If not the world.
We don't want to compete with ourselves in other cities, but, we take pride in our Dallas location for sure.
I even heard it.
Tech bro.
I was making fun of him because he was wearing like a vest or something. And he was just like, let's do it.
Yeah, he's missing his Patagonia vest today. I've got mine on the chair, although it's kind of warm here in Dallas today.
These changes in weather, man, are really not good for my sinuses. It was literally like icing it was hailing the other day.
Yep.
And now it's like hot, and then like the week before we had ice, and the week before that it was hot.
I saw some tweet or meme that said like, I used to think that seasonal depression was made up until the sun comes out and it feels like I popped a Molly.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a real thing.
When the sun comes out, everything feels so much better.
100% real thing.
And we don't even have that long of a winter. Like, our winter is pretty mild. But, the sun being out today and the temp being pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's just a vibe, bro.
No, I mean, vitamin D really makes a change in your mood for sure. Like, they honestly, there's some people that are depressed, like, they take medication or not. They'll also take vitamin D pills, too.
Yeah.
Like if they don't get enough sunlight.
It's part of the regiment, too, where, go on a walk, get exposure to the sun.
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference.
Drink your water. Nobody asked for that, but I just thought it was a funny observation where it's like, oh, maybe seasonal depression is a real thing. Mitch flops top pair. Going for a kill pot, 2 pots in a row. King of diamonds on the turn. And Mitch still with the best of it, checking to the large stack of JD. He doesn't trust Mitch. Eights and kings, maybe put out a little squeaker for value, but he checks it.
Six-handed, I think you definitely try to go for some value.
Yeah, get called by ace queen high or something, or 4, yeah. Sixes or sevens.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think someone made a bet.
One more card.
Oh, I think JD called him with king high or queen high. So nice hand there for Mitch.
Nice hand, 2 pots in a row for Mitch, and in the prestigious limit world, that would count as a kill pot. Double the stakes.
I'm
JD
so
wants to
pumped
play
for
PLO.
April to come around.
What's
I
that?
want to play some horse.
Oh yeah,
with everyone. And Kim Stone. I think she played on one of our games. She messaged me on Facebook saying that she would love to join our mixed horse game.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can get a list for that game, bro, the more the merrier.
Yeah,
multiple tables of horse. Come on
she
now.
said she'd happily come help start the game and get it going because she wants to play.
She a dealer?
No. She played on the stream a few times. Once, I think. I think she had that big pot with a OFC.
Okay.
He had the set. She had the big combo draw.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Is that really happening? Like, have y'all set a date or anything? Nobody tells me anything, so I'm kind of out of the loop.
I guess I thought it was between you and Julian, but
Well, we had talked about it briefly, but we hadn't put it on the calendar. I just didn't know if there was like a dealer underground happening. What's up, everybody? What's up, Dylan, Jeremy, Squiro, Thomas Pointer? Just getting into Dallas, I think I saw. Alice Acuna. Yeah, Thomas literally got off the plane today in D-Town Boogie. Hopefully get to play here this weekend. Looking forward to playing Texas poker. You'll never go back in terms of wanting to play any other game, Thomas. I can almost guarantee it.
having a suited ace here, I definitely like to see Addy go with a 3-bet here. Going for 3x here in position. And Moneymaker makes a pretty standard call. And wow, what a flop here for Addy.
Jack 4-2 clubs and over and an ace-high flush draw.
Moneymaker's still in the lead, but Addy with 44% of the equity here. Obviously, this flop does favor his range a lot more than Moneymaker's, and any bet will definitely take it down.
Addy's going to take it down. They were mentioning Addy's Tech Bro status and having a vest and all that. I think that's a Montclair jacket on his chair there, which would definitely cement his Tech Bro status because that is an expensive A jacket. Kangaroos, you know Chip Reese won horse 2 years in a row. Greatest card player to ever live, RIP. I actually, I was watching, this is probably, I shouldn't admit this, but I was watching Poker Go, I guess a competitive stream, and they have all the old WSOP episodes, and I was watching that 50K horse. And I think the final table was played, I was so confused because it was a horse tournament, but they were only showing Hold'em hands, and people were going all in. And I couldn't remember if, at that time, if they played the tournament as horse and then the final table is no limit. I don't know, but it was very confusing. And, yeah, Chip Reese was in that.
I imagine they did that for a viewership thing. Like,
because everybody was addicted to
people
No
would
Limit.
much rather watch No Limit.
Yeah, because it was like 2004, maybe 2005.
Yeah, right after the Moneymaker
Yeah.
boom. So.
Man, I miss those days, though. I mean, I wasn't old enough to play back then, but I really wish I could have.
It's crazy because I think I remember as a kid my dad watching that specific World Series of Poker on TV on ESPN.
I mean, it was
just everywhere.
It was like country radio. They were just like overplaying episodes of every event, which was awesome.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah,
it's so recognizable.
That's so tight.
It's so recognizable.
I don't know why. They must have like a rights thing with that or something. Like, I have no clue why they don't go back to that whole theme. Because it was
the Texas Wild West style.
Yeah, especially with like, you know, I don't know. Addy 10-9 off.
Yeah, definitely a reasonable open here on the button. Plays very well post-flop.
JD
probably going to go with a 3-bet.
Bumps it 3-piece, 3-hundo. Jim V with a pretty sizable hand himself.
And this is like where you get mind blown. We're like, how are we getting these hands 6-handed right now?
Right.
So I imagine Jim G is going to go for the 4-bet here, and he's definitely going to have to get out of the way. And now JD put on the spot. I mean, King Queen, very good hand, but out of position, kind of very tough to play. I'd like to see JD go for the rare 5-bet here.
I've seen JD fold these spots plenty where he'll 3-bet in the big blind and fold to a cold 4. I mean, you don't blame him. Like, it's a super strong line.
Yeah, it's definitely 5-bet or fold, but don't want to just call.
Calling would be terrible there.
But nice hand for Jim V. But obviously very strong to get cold 4-bet when someone opens on the button.
You know, that whole sequence was completely standard. I know, you know, people overuse the word standard in talking about poker, but folded to the button, open, 10-9 off, standard, big blind, king, queen, 3-bets a light, button open, and then a premium in the straddle, cold 4s, and then the 3-better folds. It's like all pretty standard.
Well, Kangaroos here mentioning the greatest bad beat of all time. 99% favored to win. Have you seen that?
Oh
yeah,
with
the deuce of 7.
It was during
draw.
the 50K players. That guy was at a final table in 2021 too.
That guy's a great player.
I can't remember his name.
Bryce.
Bryce.
The one that
Bryce.
Yaki or
Yaki.
something like
That's what it was. Yeah. That was a sick hand. He basically
dealt number 2. The
Dealt
second
number
nuts,
2,
yeah.
and REA gets 3 draws to
He had a straight
whale.
at one point, too.
Yeah,
he
and
had
pitches the 6.
He had deuce 3, 4, 5, 6 on 2nd Street and pitched the 6. And he had a 7 in hand on the 1st Street.
Oh, that's right. So that's what
he-
makes it 99%.
Yeah, he pitched the 7 because he had
a pair or something.
I think no. What happened? I think he had a pair of 4s maybe. Pitched the 4.
I'll
No,
have to watch it
I think
back.
he pitched the 7 and it got a 6 high straight on 2nd Street and it pitched the 6 or no, pitched the 5 and then pitched the 6 and they got a 7.
Okay. Yeah,
So there's
basically one
something-
card in the deck
Yeah.
for this guy's tournament life, too, in the 50K Players Championship. It's just wild. So sick. And he's like, that's what he's famous for now because it's the most brutal beat that a lot of people don't understand. You know, people don't care to learn about that game.
I saw a Reddit post on that hand where someone ran a simulation of like a million hands, and yeah, it was like 99.9.
Like that hand happens
9-7.
once in 100 years or something
Yeah,
crazy.
He was 99.997% to win or something ridiculous.
And if he wins that hand, it
yeah.
puts him in a good position to win. That's crazy, dude.
But anyways, back to the action here. Jim V flopping top pair here. Addy with the betting lead though. Definitely a reasonable raise from Jim V here. This flop definitely favors Jim V's range more than him, but Addy here with ace high going to continue. Turning gutter ball now for both players. I imagine if Jim V bets out here, Addy might continue here since he picked up the gutter to go along with his overcard.
Ace high could be good if he hits, and we know that it would be, but kind of a weird board. Addy raised pre, so he knows that Jim V knows that he can't have much of this board.
Yeah, but it's hard
Except
to
maybe a
find.
set.
It's hard to find many bluffs that Jim V will have on the flop, right? It seems like it's much more weighted towards value, the raise. So
Yep.
that would definitely be my mind.
Ace,
Oh, wow.
Ace of spades on the in. Addy does it again.
The tech bro.
This man just gets rewarded. 6 outs once onto the river.
And now you have to go for some value.
Barry Greenstein, ace of spades. It's a little dicey because, you know, Jim V could be in there with, what, ace? Or no, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he can't feel okay value betting a 9 or an 8 or trying to get value from a 9 or an 8.
I think anything half pot or below is a fine sizing. You know, you get raised, it's very easy to fold.
Jim V doesn't feel great about it, but he knows that Addy knows that an ace is very good for his pre-flop opening range. So this could be somewhat of a leveling situation.
You know, it is unfortunate that Jim V does have a 7 in his hand because it does remove those combos of 7-6, which would have made a straight on the turn.
Good point.
So that might be what's going through Jim V's mind right now.
He's getting 4-1. Oh, sorry, 3-1.
Let's see, possible bluffs that he could have floated with would be like Jack 10 on the turn.
6-4 suited. Jack 10.
Yeah, Jack 10 on the
Jack
turn.
10 of spades
Yeah,
for sure.
a float on the flop there. and
$3,200 pot headed to the philanthropist himself.
Nice hand for Addy there. Wow. Drawing very thin there. Gets there on the river. Jeez Louise.
Woo, man, it's nice to hit that pretty ace of spades on the end and getting the extra 800.
JD saying it's nice to see JD playing today.
Oh, nice.
I wonder if there's any relation there.
Can you raise Addy off the ace here, Squiro asks. Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting if Jim V check raises ace of spades river. I mean, that would look super strong, but it's like, what do you have? A set, maybe. Or I guess the nuts.
In that spot, though, your opponent, like from Jim V's perspective, your opponent has more flushes than you do.
Yeah.
In my opinion, since you raised the flop.
Yep.
It's like, what spades are you raising on the flop?
Good point.
You know, it's you know, there's much more floats from Addy's range. It's just very interesting hand, though. I don't know how much analysis I could do on that hand. It's kind of a tough spot for both players.
I would have loved to see him try. You know, that would be entertaining for us wannabes at home.
I think if he had like the 7 of spades you know, use that as a card removal, then then you could say, okay, that's one less spade that Addy could have, that he could have a flush there, and it also is a straight blocker.
Dude, this is why I don't play No Limit Hold'em anymore. There's just too many things to think about.
It's very.
I just know for a fact there's people out there thinking about all this stuff in real time. It's like, y'all are owning me if you're approaching the game this way. Like, if it's a bunch of OMCs, I'm like, all right, I probably have an edge. But if it's a bunch of people that are like, he's got the 7 of spades card removal, bloody, blah. I'm just going to get pwned, you know?
Oh, what? And Mitch folds the 10s. Wow, okay.
Oh. I think if he watches that, hopefully he'll check the stream in 30 minutes and see that he might be playing a little tight.
10s on the button, for sure, continue there. If you're going to, especially if you're going to just slow play it by just overcalling there on the button.
You know, Zane's a pretty strong player. I get why you wouldn't want to tussle with him, but 10s are pretty strong at a 6 max no limit table. You know, a lot of players will say 6 max no limit is the hardest form, or like the best players. Like, this is a bracelet that all the best players want to win. 6 max no limit, and is
it
probably
shows
the
you know
hardest.
how to play your position and ranges very
right,
well.
yeah, not just playing straightforward top 15% of hands or whatever.
Yeah, you're not just coolering people, you're outplaying them a lot of time in 6 max. It just kind of forces your hand.
Yeah, you have to figure out what to do with marginal hands and marginal spots, and whoever can inch out that additional
It's very
value.
disciplined fold there by Moneymaker. If it was suited, he probably could continue there and see a flop in position. The offsuit variety are dominated a lot of the time, as we saw there.
Yeah, everybody agrees with you. Kind of, not everybody, but, you know, makes sense that people would think that's a little snug to fold 10s, 6-handed.
Yeah, especially on the button. Out of position, I could definitely understand that. Because once you're out of position, you want to maybe do a 4-bet or fold strategy with that hand. Especially 6-handed, but you'd never really want to just call. I would have liked to see it do actually a back 4-bet. Yeah.
Gosh, if you get to a flop, though, you just have no clue where you're at unless you flop perfect. But yeah, I mean,
no,
it'd be awesome for this guy to sit down and just exert some dominance.
Yeah, I mean, but I think a lot of players perceive Zane's 3-bet range to be really, really tight. But I mean, that's not really the case, honestly. His post-flop play, maybe so.
Yeah.
A little more snug than your average player.
And a big asterisk, like, we get to see the cards.
Yeah,
like, when you're playing,
on
you have no
average.
clue what he's doing until you see some of his hands. And
Absolutely.
he hasn't had to table anything yet.
But just from what I've noticed on this stream, his 3-bet range can be, as wide as it should be in certain spots.
That's what makes this game so hard, is like all of these guys are capable of putting pressure on in all positions.
Oh, there's Julian Visual in the chat, trying to get the horse game going the first and third Wednesday of the month.
Nice.
Book it.
Bi-weekly or bi-monthly holiday.
We just need to find a dealer
What is it,
that's willing
bi-weekly?
to do it for us.
Yeah, we need
Especially if it's on
Kevin
Wednesdays.
or, Sir Benjamin Miney could deal it.
I think he'd want to play it with us, honestly.
Yeah. Who else could do it? I mean, horse.
Self-deal it? No.
Yeah, we could self-deal it, or, I think there's plenty of dealers that we could walk it through with them. It's just like, once you get the nuance of, like, dealing to the 1 in the stud games.
Yeah.
Queen 3-8, 2 hearts. JD with a pair. Second pair, variety. Mitch, 10 high.
10 high in a dream.
10 high in a dream. 5 of hearts on the turn. No one with a heart. JD trying to get a little bit. And now Mitch is going to decide. Put a little bluffski out there. I don't know if JD is going anywhere. Unless it comes 4 to a flush.
Yeah, Mitch definitely just, sensing weakness from JD.
Now hits a 6. 4 hearts, he might check back.
The 8's going to take it. Nice hand for JD there. Yeah, I typically don't like bluffs or bets without some equity there. But he definitely just, I mean, there's definitely some spots where you sense weakness from your opponent and just decide to try to just take the pot down.
Yeah, I can think back on many a time playing No Limit where I would always complain about my results, but the common denominator was I would always get it myself in spots where I'm just ripping it in with stone air, trying to save face or trying to like take down a pot I had no business being in.
Yep.
And just like it behooves you to avoid spots where you have no equity except fold equity.
I'm a big fan of just avoiding spots like that. I like to make my life as easy as possible when playing No Limit because it's already a tough game to play. When your entire stack is in play at any moment.
That's right.
And I love this. And Jim V coming here to play tonight. 3-betting the 8-6 of hearts from the small blind. Really putting pressure on JD's opening range on the button, which should be very wide. And you have very good playability post-flop. Being a suited, connected hand.
3-6-5, second pair for Jim V, and 2 overs and a club draw for Jay Diggles.
Top pair, top pair.
Top pair, excuse me. Top pair.
And I think this is a pure continue for JD.
Jay Diggles with the 2 overs. This is an exact flip almost, 49 to 51. 7 on the end, open-ended now for Jim V.
I'd like to see Jim do like an overbet on this turn. Really put pressure on the single club holdings that JD could have in the spot. 600 to go. Looks like it's going to get the job done, but and it's going to get done. Nice hand for Jim V there. Yeah, Julian loving the 6-handed action here.
It's interesting that JD folded an okay flush draw. I guess he doesn't think his pair outs are good anymore with that turn, or they're maybe less likely to be good. I don't know. What do you think? 7 on the turn. He folds the jack-high flush draw and 2 live overs.
I think he really didn't. I think he was drawing purely for his pair outs. I think, and didn't think his flush was good, but
makes sense.
You know, Jim V could have like ace king with the king of clubs or ace of clubs.
So he's getting domed there. Yeah. Zane
a lot
with
of
the tanks now versus Addy's under pair of 3s.
Pocket pair over pocket pair action here. I mean, not the worst flop for pocket 3s. Though there's not many turn cards you're hoping to see.
9 of hearts, open-ended for Zane, 4 to a straight.
And Zane being the pre-flop raiser, Addy is much more likely to have a hand like 7-6, pocket 6s, 6-5 suited. So Addy's going to take advantage and use his range here and lead out.
Zane is no punk. He's not going anywhere. 5 of hearts makes it interesting. Backdoor hearts come in. Pairs the board.
And Addy at this point has to know his pocket 3s are no good. So, I mean, it's interesting to see what sizing he decides on, if he does decide to bluff here. And I love it here. If you're going to bet on the turn, you got to try to go for the bluff here. And 375 to go.
This is a little too cheap for Zane.
And I think Zane is just too high up in his range here to fold.
This would be a massive overfold. I think maybe he's thinking about whether or not he can raise.
I think pair.
It'd be tough to raise here.
You're beating 7-8 and 9-7 now, and 9-8. You're only really losing the straights. I mean, obviously, there could be flushes out there as well, but very, very hard to make a flush in this game. I think you'd be overfolding if you're worried about your opponent having flushes in this spot, especially for this price. Yeah, he makes a good call. Nice call there, Zane.
And he says 3s. 10's going to be good. $1,300 pot headed over to Zane. Oh, the disrespect. Scooping it right in front of the player. It's not. He wasn't being disrespectful, but I'm just saying it's like kind of a needle when you beat a player and you scoop it out from in front of them. Somebody asked in the chat about the appeal date. Want to let everybody know that if you're available, come to the courthouse 10:30 a.m. next Tuesday. That's where we're going to have the big hearing room. So everybody will be able to be in the chamber this time. And we are adamant and emphatic about wanting all of the fans of Texas Card House to come support Save Dallas Poker Tuesday, 10:30 a.m.
From what I'm hearing, there's going to be enough space for at least 300 people. So,
and I think we could max it out.
Absolutely. So those of you that are in the area and that love playing
the Dallas County
Poker.
Courthouse? Is that where it is? Dallas County?
City of Dallas.
City of Dallas?
I think it's, no, City Hall.
City Hall,
Dallas City Hall.
Dallas City Hall, Tuesday, 10:30. That's March 22nd.
Yeah, very, very big decision for a lot of dealers, obviously us commentators as well, players, just so many waitresses, the cashiers, hostesses, the floor. A lot of jobs and
hundreds of jobs,
millions of dollars of tax revenue at stake here. So,
we'd
love to see everyone's support.
Yeah, and we know we're going to get it because last time there was so much support, and all the players. This club is successful because of all the players, and we know that this place is important to a lot of players. It's an income source for pros and a relaxation source for those that are working hard during the week. So this place means a lot to a ton of people in town.
Yeah, I'd say for the vast majority of our members, it's mainly just very good. They built a lot of relationships here, a lot of players,
and even if you're a competitor, this is setting a precedent for the competitive environment for card houses too. So it behooves, if this needs to go well for Dallas Poker to stay around. So
absolutely,
come through Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Dallas City Hall. Dallas City Hall.
So we've got the $25 straddle on here. Mitch gonna limp in the 9-10.
I always appreciate a guy just coming from the main room, willing to sit down on the stream and fire with, hopefully knows that these guys, at least JD and Moneymaker, are soul crushers. Respectfully, these guys are good.
Top pair for Zane, second pair, now third pair for JD. Check around.
King of diamonds on the end, front door diamonds come in. Zane with top pair, no kicker, playing the board.
Gonna put
the 6 plays,
squeak or of a set value bet there. I guess there's only 80 bucks on there.
Yeah.
So.
Even better. In that case, you're just just accept the fate. We're just gonna put it down line.
Hope everybody's having a good week so far. What day is it? Tuesday?
Yeah,
we
Tuesday.
made it.
High stakes Tuesday.
Everyone's Friday. Yeah. It's Tuesday.
almost hump day.
Julian with a good insight. Derek is here 6 days a week, 4.5 playing, 0.5 dealing, 1 full day commentating.
Oh my gosh. That is so untrue. I deal a lot more than Julian says.
President, Ben and Data killing it per usual. Back at you, Pez.
I am here a lot, though.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
you are.
I am here a lot.
And, there's no shame in that. This place is great. Free
What's up,
coffee.
Pez? Yeah, free coffee, free sodas.
Pez, I saw your Instagram recently. I don't know how I think maybe TCH had linked to your Instagram or something, but, keep up the good poker content.
I made my first Instagram post in 2 years, and it was about poker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was
cool. Did your levels of anxiety immediately raise, given that Instagram is just an anxiety inducer?
Oh, no, not really. I mean, I just kind of posted it. And
did you win a tournament or something?
No, it was just of the PLO games that I played last week.
Oh, yeah. Sicko score.
Yeah. In for 500. Crazy.
Yeah, what'd you spend all that on? Did you get you PS5 and an 85-inch?
2 bullets in a tournament that I bubbled on my second black.
Oh, the 50?
No, at a different location.
Oh, cool. But, so you bubbled the second bullet?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, that is.
It was a little heartbreaking.
That's the worst way to go out.
Yeah, it was the bubble, the day 2, and the money. It wasn't just.
So brutal.
It's okay. It's all right. It's part of the game.
Did you play okay?
I did. I thought I played some of the best tournament poker that I played ever, actually.
Do you ever work on your tournament game?
Yeah. No, I used to use some like poker coaching, like the site poker coaching for tournament play.
Jonathan Little?
Yeah. What's that one guy that I forget his name, but he got knocked out with like aces against jacks in a really crazy
Affleck.
Yes. So he has
I don't know how I know that, but I know exactly.
He has a good deep stack course on there.
That's cool. I need to check it out.
Poker from MTTs. So.
Do they have any mixed game stuff on that?
I don't think so.
I looked at Doug Polk's, and it's like $1,000. And it's like I don't play enough to rate. I'm sure it pays for itself, but good luck me trying to justify that to my wife at 11-month-old.
I split the account with 2 other of my friends initially.
Yeah, I remember poker coaching is pretty reasonable. I think
yeah,
$100 a month or something.
I mean, and there was a deal at the time. I think we paid $300 for like 3 years.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, that's really good.
It was something, but obviously it's like on the base tier stuff, which that's fine. We were just kind of starting out.
Addy facing a $300 bet from Jim V with 9s. Jim V, a lot of turn cards help his hand here. That's not one of them. 7 of hearts.
Oh yeah, Affleck's hand against Duhamel. Duhamel makes just the terrible call.
Oh, that's the year Duhamel won
with the pocket jacks. Yeah, and he wins that pot and wins the title. So it's like, could you imagine being Affleck in that spot?
I'm never playing again. I think
he's an 80% favorite on the turn.
That's so sick.
Or it was something ridiculous
in the main event.
Yeah,
like deep.
I think he was like an 80% favorite.
And it was like, was it final 60 or something? It was something.
Yeah. No, less than that. I think there was only like 20 people left.
Oh, that is
because he cashed for like
a few $100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
So that was like I think that was like a $4 million pot in terms of like EV.
That's so brutal.
Yeah, I don't even know how Duhamel made that call because he was like double gutted or something on the turn.
I can't remember. Yeah, has he done anything since then? I'll look it up. Actually,
not sure, but yeah, that would make me sick. My stomach.
I mean, yeah, just going that deep in the main and losing that way would like I would actually have to go to therapy because like the money at stake and the what ifs your mind goes through. It's just like.
I mean, there's things you can argue that there's certain hands in the main event over the course like the past 20 years that changed the course of history. Like poker related.
Yeah.
Like another big one is the hand between Moneymaker and Phil Ivey.
Yep.
Where Moneymaker flopped trip queens, and then Ivey just decides to float one time with his pocket 9s and hits his boat on the turn. And they get it all in on the turn, and then Moneymaker hits his ace on the river.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, that knocks out probably what the best player at the table at the time when they were 10-handed, and then gives Moneymaker a massive chip lead.
So sick. Yeah, Duhamel hasn't had any results since 2018, so I guess maybe he's playing cash or completely out of it.
Yeah, because like if Moneymaker doesn't win that pot, he might not have won the tournament.
Right.
Which then there's no whole Moneymaker effect. There's no big
like if Ivy wins that, or even Farha.
And I think I actually saw an interview on that whole thing, like where someone was interviewing Ivy, like his worst bad beat, and it was like a $4 million bad beat or whatever. And he was saying, I was like, I think it was actually better for poker that I lost that pot.
Like he actually made way more money because of losing
so
that pot.
I think he's okay.
Impossible to forecast that, but yeah, ESPN was just licking their chops with that happening.
Yeah.
Because like if those two guys
just
win, Farha or Ivy, like Vegas poker is maybe the same, and
it's just another Vegas professional player.
Although maybe limit hold'em or limit poker would be the main game still, and we'd all get to play more limit. But now we got to deal with this no limit, computerized solver, hoodie, sunglasses stuff.
I hate when people wear sunglasses at a table, honestly.
You hate what?
I hate when people wear sunglasses at a table.
Yeah. I stopped doing it. I have a pretty good feeling that I give a lot away with my eyes, but I stopped wearing sunglasses years and years ago because it's just like I couldn't take myself seriously. Like maybe if it's the main and you're playing for millions and you want every single edge ever, I could see it.
Yeah.
But in any kind of normal poker situation, it's like, come on, bro.
And honestly, I think people don't really pay attention. I mean, we see people not pay attention to hands. So
Right.
I imagine the vast majority of players don't even pay attention to like what you're doing with your eyes or your your hands or whatever. Because I mean, we all know that a lot of players don't even pay attention to what's going on in the hands. So.
Pez says leave the sunglasses out of this. He must be a sunglass.
Oh yeah, Pez
Stan.
doesn't. No shade on you, Pez. You can do whatever you want.
Pun intended.
Yeah, pun intended. But yeah, you're welcome to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
it's
everybody
just,
gets to play
I
their money how
personally
they.
don't like them.
Well, maybe we need to do it. High stakes mystery player.
But I mean, the thing with Pez though, he brings the action in the game. It's just my general assumption when I see someone with sunglasses is that they're tight. So it's like, oh, this guy's bad for
Or
the game.
like not
with
going to be
headphones.
friendly.
Yeah. Because like I always want it to be a very open and cordial environment
Sure.
for all the players.
Jackson 9s for JD.
It's just always a better game.
For sure. It's like a net positive to be a decent person.
And the bet is going to take it down for JD. I mean, we're definitely going through hands pretty quickly here. Definitely going to commentate more on the hands when we see a big one show up. If Ben and I are boring y'all with all this, random poker talk, let us know. It's just there hasn't been any hands so far. But
yeah, no, we're excited to talk all things poker. If anybody has any questions or any hot sports opinions about the poker world, we're happy to talk about those. Thanks for everybody joining us, tuning in tonight. Our 5-10 No Limit Hold'em stream. We've got thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on the table and a lot of fan favorites playing for the next 4 hours. Make sure you hit that like button for us. Be sure to subscribe. There's 43,500 of you already subscribed, which is pretty significant for us. Do what you can. Hit that like button for us. It costs you nothing. It means a lot to us. Helps our channel a ton.
yeah, no problem, Pez. I mean, yeah, do whatever you're more comfortable with.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable, like you just said, that's how you should play. Like golf.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
like you're not here to please anybody except, I mean, maybe that's counter to what we just said. Like I think overall for the game, it's good for everyone to be friendly and it to be like, all right, guys, let's not take this too seriously.
Yeah, to me, it just makes a more open environment. And,
But also, it's your money,
yeah.
and you play it, unless you're staked, and you play it how best you're going to play it.
And honestly, I didn't even remember Pez wearing sunglasses because I don't even notice it because he's very open, talking with everyone, and
Right.
bringing some action. So like he's the opposite of what I'm used to seeing in like a sunglasses player is what I'm trying to say. So. It's how he soul reads.
I mean, there is some advantage to being able to watch people without them knowing you're watching them, which sounds super creepy in any other context. But like in poker, Moneymaker with the pointy boys.
Big hand here.
This is going to seem super strong because Moneymaker has played, I think, 3 hands tonight. But Addy, he's got a very nice little queen jack suited in position. Just going to call though. Zane with jack 10 off. This is not what Moneymaker wanted.
He wanted someone to 3-bet so he could put in the 4-bet.
Which is in there with the 10-6 ball. You don't want to play a 4-way hand with aces, I don't think, unless you just flop the joint. King, deuce, deuce. Pretty safe.
Very good flop here for aces. Daniel Gunsper says, the TCH get dealer uniforms. No, that's just our Save Dallas Poker t-shirt that our management's allowing us to wear for the time being before our March 22nd hearing. Bet for Moneymaker's going to take it down. Nice little pot for him. Yeah, actually, I won a pretty sick cooler hand with aces earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
Where I flop top set and my opponent has top.
Ooh.
And it's like
The case ace.
Yeah, the cooler, the one outer cooler for your opponent.
Yikes.
And the other opponent had queens. It would have rivered a set of queens if he had stayed in there. So I was like, oh my gosh.
It's always nice to be on the winning side of those. Vic
Vic
Wong-
wonks it. Oh, you know, good. You got it.
So what do you think about players who talk too much and try to play head games? I think a lot of people are overconfident in their ability to manipulate people. Like there are very few that can actually evoke their will by playing mind games. I think you can be annoying and put somebody on tilt, but it's how you leverage that. Like you could just annoy somebody and not leverage that for your success. And I think a lot of people, like you actually have to know what you're doing with that.
I think people probably overdo it a lot of the time.
It's just annoying, and it's no way to. It's just annoying, and you're not going to get invited. Look, oh, my seat's available now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. So for me, it takes a lot for something to annoy me at a table. So I honestly prefer the more talking.
Right.
The more talking, the better.
It depends. The type of talking matters to me.
Like,
I think
just table banter, you know.
Yeah, that's fun. But if it's like the 9 high like a boss guy.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, that could get under my skin for a little bit, but
where it's just like relentless, and your strategy is to wear people down by never stopping talking. It's like you're risking actually getting punched in the throat, not by me, but like you know, less self-controlled people than I can truly get irritated, and it could not go well for you. Now, if that's your if that's your plan, then so be it. Nobody can stop you. But I think in life, there's better ways to go about it. 2 10s, and like not to take away, there are strategic implications to speech play, but I don't think there are many people out there that can adequately leverage that.
Right, and a lot of time it might just end up giving you more of your hand strength.
Exactly.
And,
like you have to do it perfect, otherwise you can communicate a ton about your hand.
Wow, we got a big hand here as Addy here is going to 3-bet the big blind with ace queen off. And JD can definitely going to continue here in position with the pocket tens.
Yeah, you're right.
Jack 6 5 2 spades, 2 overs for Addy. Just 1 overcard to JD's pocket tens, but pretty good flop for Addy's perceived range. Or pretty good flop against Addy's perceived range is what I meant to say. So I imagine JD will continue on this board texture a lot of the time, pocket tens. We're really trying to just fade a as I was just saying, I was like, for Addy's perceived range, you're really just trying to fade a queen, king, or ace, and queen on a turn here. No sweat for Addy.
Top. Corey says Wilkesoof doesn't bother him or her. Yeah, I think just watching clips doesn't bother me either. But imagine sitting at a table with him for 14 hours where he does not stop the entire time. Like there's a point where I guess certain people just, I don't think I could take it. 14 straight hours of somebody blabbering.
You know, a very polarizing bet here on the turn. 7:25 to go.
1,800 in the pot.
7:25.
This is not a fun card for JD.
3/4 pot.
But he also knows Addy's capable of doing something, and he gets out of the way.
Yeah, you're really not hoping for many turn cards, and I imagine the aggression would continue on the river.
Nice fold by JD. Big part of this game is making correct folds.
Shane Wilson in the chat, a.k.a. Prosper Donkey. Data equals a huge trash talker at the table. Better than Pez. Oh,
Prosper Donkey, that's the guy from the Next Gen videos.
Yep.
He likes to play a few hands, if I remember correctly.
I'm trying to come up with different ways to fold stuff.
Jedi Master Ted, very good point. You know, you're not powerless to that. You know, earbuds and rap music, that's what they're for sure. I got a dope pair of headphones for Christmas that I'm looking forward to using when I hit the WSOP streets. Because, yeah, sometimes you got to tune the people out a little bit. I'm team pay attention to every element, but at a certain point, if you're in there.
What a spot here.
Yeah, ace queen suited versus Addy's ace deuce. Three bets back to Addy, and he decides to let it go. Out of position versus JD. In a lot of other positions, Addy may 4-bet that sometimes. He'd rather have ace-5 suited, I think. And that's what the little charts say. The cute little GTO charts.
Yeah, this one blind versus blind.
That I've got wallpapered up in my house.
Do you really?
No,
oh, okay.
my wife would not even entertain
like, what is
the
this?
conversation.
Oh, is that Rom? Who's that? No.
I can't see.
No, Rom doesn't have shoes like that.
Jim V giving him a once over. Moneymaker bumping it to 75. King 10 of clubs. JD's got the snowman, 2 8s in the BB.
First guy thinks it's a tournament.
Yeah, and I think I would definitely like Mo the Cat's response a lot here. I mean, you know, if someone bothers you, you're always welcome to change tables or just go home. I mean, you really in a game of poker where you're going to meet a lot of different characters,
right.
You really can't let things like that bother you. I mean, because you're going to run into people like that. And,
yep. It's a luxury of a room like this where there are tons of tables to choose from.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the mental game of poker too. Is you're going to deal with people that you probably won't like or maybe don't agree with, and that's just
right.
Just got to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a hazard of the game, dealing with difficult personalities sometimes. 6 of diamonds.
Gutter ball now for JD.
Yeah, this is a nice turn card for him.
Moneymaker's top pair.
6 outs. I mean, true equity is not very high versus the King 10, but he likes getting additional outs.
I think JD in check call mode right now. Wow, Moneymaker checks it back.
Free card for JD, and it's a 7. Okay, 10. Kings and 10s for Moneymaker. And this...
Yeah, Moneymaker thought his king was behind on the turn. Definitely way ahead now.
Yeah.
So beating all hands like aces, ace, king, king, queen. I think you go for a value bet here.
JT in 1968, $9.99 super chat. Unfortunately, I can't drive down next month, I'm assuming, as I'll be at the dentist, Crentist. I'll be there 22 through 28 April. Save me a seat at the meetup game and the horse game, by the way. Dad talking, Ben, Data, are expected at both. Thanks so much, JT in 1968.
Appreciate the support, JTN, as always. Hope to see it. Yeah, that meetup game sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. The Chat Pro meetup game.
Oh, yeah.
Bet a 300 for Moneymaker. Almost quarter pot size bet.
Third pair for JD. Diamonds bricked out, straight draws. I mean, I guess 7-8 is there, 3-7 is there, but that's it.
Really trying to induce JD to bluff, possibly, or get called by a weak or 2 pair, just a king here.
This is Mufasa. Oh, look at him. Pissing all over his bushes.
King Jack suited, King 9 suited, Ace King. Lots of hands here.
He's going to rip it.
Yeah, using his 8 as a blocker here.
Insta call from Moneymaker. Wow.
That was, yeah. And yeah, that bet sizing really induced JD, I think, to shove there. Using his 8s as a blocker here. He's saying, I have 2 8s.
I've got all the
only
straights.
one that can have a straight in the spot. And Moneymaker is just too high up in his range here. Top 2 pair makes the call. And I think if Moneymaker had a single pair holding, like, you know, ace, king, king, queen,
that puts him in a spot.
I think he'd have to find the fold there. But top 2 pair, just too high up in your range to fold to a good player like JD, and we have a $10,000 pot.
$10,000 in kings and 10s, and didn't spend any time thinking about it. JD, I mean, to your point, you could see his thought process there where it's like, I've got to have all the straights.
He bet to call a jam.
And that gets through versus a lot of worse hands. Maybe that's obvious, but
yeah, any other weak or 2 pairs.
Just processing what happened. That happened so quickly.
Wow, and you know, and
Dude, JD is such a boss, though. Just putting in
great play by JD, but obviously even better call there. I mean, top 2 pair, I don't think you could ever fold to
Dude,
a
perfectly
player like
played
JD.
by Moneymaker, getting the absolute max with top 2.
Nice hand there for Moneymaker.
This man is a pro. It is no secret.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I think any other king he folds. So I mean, I think
Tiny
it was
little bet on the river.
It was a spot where JD put Moneymaker on a hand like Ace King, King Queen, King Jack. Very marginal single pair holdings, going for thin value, and JD wanted to put max pressure on those kind of hands.
And you could see how this, like that wasn't a massive pot to begin with, but he made it, like these guys want to win all the pots they're involved in. And he's willing to put in his entire stack on a read.
Yep.
On a read or in a range v range situation.
Well, yeah, and he had more 8s, and he had all the 8s there. Yeah.
And again, like JD's down 4,000. It's basically even for him in the grand scheme of things. So he's literally not worried about it.
No, I mean we still got a lot of poker left, and I mean I guess obviously
6 max
another
poker.
hand
This
that
is
he
like
could be 3-betting with is like 7-8 of spades. So
yeah.
Which made it straight on the turn.
Yeah, I would have taken a second for the top 2 as well. It's like, dude, do I really run this bad? Like, who is bluffing here?
It was a big overbet shove too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it was 300 into 1,000, so it was 1,300 in the pot, and then he shoves for 4.5K more or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was a massive shove.
Ace, ace, 8, both whiff. Jim V with the best of it. Jack 10 high.
Polarizing, as they say in the business.
Yeah, that was as polarizing as it gets. Queen on the turn, double gutter for Jim V, and nothing for JD.
And those Phil that don't know, we do have Stassi in the box, dealer box tonight. Great dealer, great floor.
Yeah, a lot of these dealers do it all. The dealing piece, serving as the floor, serving as a tournament director.
Yeah, she's going to help more with our tournaments these days.
That's awesome. If we increase the capacity on the tournament side, I hope we can do a tournament series. That would be so fun, I think.
TCH Dallas winter.
Because that's the kind of thing that you can
series.
like schedule around. So like if I knew that was coming in 3 months, I would try my best. I mean, however much time, I would try my best to like be available that whole week so I could fire all that.
Definitely bring a lot of
bullets, proverbial bullets. Money is what we're saying. YouTube. We're not saying actual bullets. We're saying buy-ins, tournament buy-ins. YouTube. 10-3 Q 2 spades. 9-6 for Jim.
backdoor clubs for Moneymaker. Just gonna let it go.
We could have the best tournament series here. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it'd be exciting. I mean, but definitely one thing at a time. We got to see how next week goes.
Right.
So, I mean, looks like we got 538 of y'all in chat right now. About an hour in our stream.
Hit that like button for us if you're enjoying 10K over bets, or I guess technically 5K over bets.
I mean,
6 max poker.
We got 6 max poker, but I mean, it hasn't been short of action so far in the first hour.
Absolutely not. And stacks are well, I mean, you know, tens of thousands of dollars right now. We could see $20,000 pots tonight. And, you know, people are getting a little steamy now. Range is opening up a bit. JD with the KQ and the hijack. Jim V in position on JD, 3 bets. JD my 4 bet.
I guess I overheard on the stream that said Kyle is in Thailand.
Oh, nice.
That might be why I haven't seen him in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Hope he's having a great vacation.
Yeah, vibing out in Thailand.
Recovering from the coolers that he's experienced.
Yeah, but he just like
no, the coolers don't affect him, honestly. I mean, obviously they'll affect you over a long period
he's
of time.
literally paying for his Thai vacation because of his poker playing, I'm sure.
He can handle it very well.
And Jim V's going to take down another one. Thailand, I've never been. I'd be interested to try it out. Very big fan of the food.
I've heard it's one of those places you can get like Michelin star food on the streets.
Yes, I love that.
And yeah, they have Michelin-rated restaurants, street food vendors, and then it's just the lower cost of living, so like you're just gonna have a grand old time.
Yeah.
Everything's cheaper. Like.
Depends on the country. You might just be able to have banking.
I think I saw, it wasn't Thailand, but I saw some video on like, where it was like a guy going to the Philippines or something, and he was saying how the like rum is like $3 US, like a bottle of rum.
Nice.
You could have a really good time.
Top for JD and an open-ended straight draw and backdoor spades for Jim V.
Wow, and I think Addy actually folded Queen 10 of clubs in the small blind, but
3 clubs on the turn.
he might have just wanted the 3-better fold that hand. JV going to continue here, betting 400 to go. 2 pair now for JD, top kicker. Don't think he can go anywhere just yet. Gonna make the call. Gonna need to fade a deuce or 7. King of spades on the river. Doesn't really change too much here. Oh, Jim V definitely capable of barreling with like a hand like king queen or ace king, but definitely gonna shut down here. Jay's gonna take down the nice pot.
He needed that one. Get his groove back after losing the massive one to Moneymaker.
Got an interesting comment here. Whaler Road here says, wonder if they have live poker with low stakes. Can't afford 1-2.
Like 25 cent, 50 cent? I don't know if that would draw the crowd that we need.
I mean, I think, you know, I mean, between friends maybe, but
yeah.
Yeah, the standard low stakes for casino or poker room is definitely 1-2. And I think, I mean, there's some casinos that have like 4-8 limit. That's probably like the lowest I've ever seen.
I mean, Vegas will run 3-6 limit. Some of the rooms in Florida run 3-6 limit or 2-4 limit I've played, which is so brutal. Like you just, there's no beating the rake.
Just $1 bets.
Guys, why are we even playing? And girls, why are we even playing this? We're literally just paying to play chips and cards with each other.
I've always wanted to play it at the casinos up north, the 4-8 limit, and just like, you know, get some beers and friends.
Oh, that used to be my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't been a regular thing down here because I'm assuming a lot of the 4-8 players in Oklahoma are from Dallas. And it's so weird to me. Like, I would play that, especially in a room here where you're playing hourly. You could actually make a profit. Maybe one day.
Probably need a little bit bigger for 13 an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I would obviously want it bigger, but it's one of those things that once it gets going, usually becomes a regular thing. And I'm just surprised it hasn't. I guess everybody in Dallas wants to play No Limit or PLO.
Yeah, there you go. Corey Gilbert says, you ever come to Texas? Whoever asked that, he'll host a 25-cent, 50-cent game.
Nice.
For giggles.
That used to be the jam back in high school, so we played 25 cents.
I remember in college I played a 10-cent, 20-cent game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, during the Moneymaker era, there was one summer where we played every single day. And we would play a $5 freeze out or like 5 cent, 10 cent, and thought it was like the best thing ever. Thanks for subscribing, Alexis Corrette. Welcome. Bottom pair for Mitch. Open-ended now for Mitch. Zane, 6 high. 200 from Mitch, takes it down. We've played 1-3 on the stream. That's pretty close.
Yeah. Anything lower than that would probably not be entertaining enough for. But I don't know, honestly. I've seen some crazy stuff happen at the 1-2 games here.
Yeah. I think, you know, what's interesting to people is the money amount. Maybe that's the wrong grammar to say. I did it again. But what I'm saying is people are interested in seeing lots of money go in the middle. Or they're interested in seeing characters playing
characters,
wild.
a lot of all-ins,
Yeah.
or big pots. Yeah, this was going to be the.
So it's hard to get that with 1-2. But granted, a Dallas 1-2 is a pretty fun game. Sevens for JD, opening on the button. Mitch, Queen 9 of Hearts. He's in there.
I think definitely, Mitch definitely could have gone for a 3-bet here. Fortunately, he is a little short relative to the other stacks, so it does make it a little hard for him to be 3-betting wide. Bet from JD, he's going to take it down.
Jay Diggle's back at it. Up and to the right, kind of. It's all part of the squiggly line.
Can you imagine if we ran like a 50-cent game here?
That would be wild.
Like $100 or like $150 buy-in. Match.
I think the last time I was in Vegas, they ran a 50-cent PLO or maybe a 1-1 PLO.
Yeah, there's no way
somewhere.
50 cents is annoying to deal with.
So annoying, yeah.
It was actually kind of funny one night, I want to say like 3 weeks ago, a lot of the management here, they ran a 2-2 PLO game on the stage. It was like all the floors playing each other with like 2 other people.
Nice.
And I was talking to Leon, our assistant GM. He was saying that there were some 4-figure losses in that game, and I was like, oh boy.
Dude, PLO escalates so quickly, and you're limited to how much you can bet, but for whatever reason, sorry, what a stupid thing to say. You're limited. Your bet size is limited to the size of the pot, but for whatever reason, that makes things more bloated than no limit oftentimes.
Yeah, I mean, because it's so weird. The game of pot limit Omaha just makes people want to bet the pot all the time.
Yeah.
And no
I want
limit.
to protect my hand.
Yeah, no one ever bets pot really. No limit. It's all about value betting, like half pot, 3/4 pot, and we got a hand developing here.
Because I guess you don't want to give your opponents a price to draw against your made hand in PLO, and so that gets pricey.
Right. I guess it's a much draw heavier game than
Absolutely.
no limit. And JD's gonna put in the 4-bet here with Ace Jack. Has good card removal, but unfortunately Jim V has the goods here.
Ace King again for Jim V.
Jim V trying to figure out how much he has in the stack, how much he could win here if he flops an ace or king.
And they're almost 11,000 effective. I don't know if JD gets there if a 5-bet comes. And the 5-bet is coming, immediately folds. And
The stack adjustment.
Nice hand there for Jim V. I don't know how. I mean, I personally don't play with a 5-bet range. I guess I never played deep enough to have a 5-bet range.
It's like you're all in by then.
I think there's a.
Not that game you were playing today. I mean, you were deep enough in that game today.
Even then, because a lot of us were straddling too.
Oh.
So.
What do you mean? Like you play without wanting a 5-bet range?
I just don't have a 5-bet range. Like if someone like.
So if you got aces and kings, you're calling
I'm
on 4-betting.
Yeah, I mean I'm 4-betting, and then if someone raises me again, I'm just probably all in at that point, or just calling.
Right. That would be a 6-bet, right?
What's up?
If you 4-bet and they raised you, you would be 6-betting?
I would, yeah. Well, yeah, at that point, yeah, it'd be a 6-bet. So, like, yeah. I don't have a 5-bet or more range, is what I'm saying.
Because it's like...
I don't have any... I don't play in a way that I have any bluffs in those spots. So I don't like to play unbalanced,
nor do you need
as
it,
they say.
At this level.
At the level that I play, for sure. Yeah, so I guess what I was trying to say on the spot was, like, I don't know if... it might have been a better play for Jim V to just call there.
Because he's in position.
Yeah, especially in position. But he might have just wanted to get, random 4-bet hands like Queen Jack or something like that that have, relatively good equity against Ace King out of there. Queen Jack, what, 60-40, right, against Ace King. So, like, Queen Jack suit or something like that, and it'd be really tough for JD to make a call to a 5-bet like that. Alex Cooney says, Derek, what's with the crazy wait for 1-2? Yeah, I mean, you were on the list for quite a while, right?
I mean, I was in there. I got on it. I guess this isn't good marketing. Maybe it is, depending on how you interpret it. But I got on the list at 4:30 and got pinged at 6:45.
Yeah, I mean, it's really busy out there today.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's really busy. They're running the
bounty tournament tonight, and I mean, lots of cash games going.
So it opens up once the tournament tables start breaking, and everybody's wanting to play. So
Travis Dybert says, why do people straddle? What's the benefit of it? It is more fun to play bigger pots. That's why I'd straddle.
it can, like, practically, if a game is really stale, it can add an additional element that might make people open up a little bit.
It's negative EV in the very mathematical robotic sense.
Yeah, you're putting extra money in out of position.
I always straddle because it's plus EV fun, which is good for the game, and it makes for bigger pots. And
Derek's not scared.
I'm always plus fun is plus EV for me.
And JD's very much plus EV with the king 10, flopping trip 10s with the king. Zane with just 2 6s. He's gonna c-bet. JD's got all the options. He's just going to call once. He's just got too much of the board. 6 on the turn. 6 is full. 2 outer by Zane, bro. This could be a $10,000 pot.
Yeah, it's 5K effective. But, I mean, there's only 340 in there right now.
I know, but, like, I think JD's got to raise this turn. 200. Well, it's just so small. I could see JD popping it. Because JD wants the stack. He wants this whole stack.
And we got the a 10 Poland dollar super chat from Kurziak Dirton. Thumbs up from Poland with the heart emoji.
Hey,
thank you very much, sir. I don't know how much that can translate to US dollars, but thank you very much for spending your hard-earned money with us.
JD's still in the tank thinking about what to do, and he's going to raise it. 700, and Zane is licking his chops, bro. So what do you do out of position with your opponent raising you when you turn a boat?
In this spot, you could definitely see JD raising with a lot of 10s. So, I mean, a 3-bet would not be crazy, and it'd be really tough for your opponent to fold that 10 if you're trying to get all the money in by the river.
That's very true. Just calls. So he's got a plan maybe to check river and check raise big. It comes a 5. Safe card for the 6s full. Zane, the check mark, 1,700 in the pot. And he checks over to JD. This is an outstanding check, I think, results-wise, because JD's got to bet his trips when check 2 on the river. But JD might be a little suspicious.
Yeah, I don't know. The flatting on the turn there seems very, very strong. And
maybe King Queen does this, Queen Jack does this.
But we've seen Zane make folds like that on the turn. I think that's playing through JD's mind right now. He's trying to figure out what he can get value from. And yeah, I mean, he does have to go for some value.
So you think he's going to bet fold strategy here? 1,200,
absolutely.
1,300?
And if Zane shoves here, I think JD just snap folds.
Yeah, because his only move here is to shove. He's got 4,600 behind. He just doesn't have enough margin to do anything else.
Yeah, because he's targeting weaker 10s, like Jack 10, 9, 10. And then
although I don't know. It's like if he puts the additional 3,000 in here, that puts is JD getting a price?
I think JD's betting the fold. It's just there's no bluffs on this board if you get raised.
JD doing a little theatrics, counting out his chips.
Yeah, JD running into tonight.
Oh, he's just going to min click it almost. 2,000 on top for pure value. And JD knows this is super strong.
Yeah, this is begging for a call. And I don't
know how you fold getting.
No, yeah.
But he does.
Yep, it's a bet fold. Nice fold there. Knows that there's just no bluffs on that board. And
JD's a good poker player, man. JD's like, lucky turn.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell? I figured you for Queen 10.
Great fold on the end by JD.
It's just no reason to call, regardless of the price. It's just
See, if you feel like I go broke.
If you feel like your opponent's not balanced enough in that spot, you just fold. And I think in his mind too, he was betting, especially when he gets called on the turn. He was betting to fold to
Pretty
a jam.
Pretty sneaky though, checking his full house on the river.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate run out for JD there, but makes the correct fold, saving saving an additional what 2,000 there.
I never want to play with JD. I mean, this man is not easy to make folds like that. Maybe to players like him where it's not that big of a deal, but a lot of players go broke.
Oh, absolutely. They'll say, "Oh, I'm already in for 1,300. What's another
2,000?
What's another 2,000?"
But he knows that Zane knows that, and he doesn't want to get milked.
Yeah.
Same flop, Queen 10-10.
I definitely would have liked a jam from Zane more. I mean, just
a little more polar. It could be bluffs.
But then again, even then, it's just we don't really see Zane make those kind of bluffs on a board texture like that.
Carlo, the chat pro, says, like Doug Polk said, you shouldn't be folding sets.
No, that was a really good fold.
And would you call that exploitable fold?
No. I don't
Just
think so.
correct.
Yeah, I think it's the right fold.
2 overs and a straight draw for Moneymaker to the river. Queens and 10s with a 9 for Mitch.
Just the way it was played.
Technically, it was trips, not a set. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, trips. But, yeah, just the way it was played. Like, I mean, especially when you raise turn on that kind of board, you expect Zane to fold a lot. So then once he calls, it's like, oh, what is he calling with, right? Just flatting there.
Interesting. But it's surprising to me that, well, I guess ace queen and king queen wouldn't check raise river because you're essentially turning it into a bluff.
Yeah.
Unless you have some soul read that.
And there's no reason to turn that into a bluff. It's such a good holding.
You just
make the call.
Yeah.
Top 2 pair.
Interesting hand.
Yeah.
Clip that, producer David. Just take my commentary out of it.
No. I love this back and forth banter.
And Morale says 99% re-raise on river is non-bluff. Believe, just let it go. Yeah, JD was like, all right, this has to be strength. If this is a bluff, then enjoy my $1,300.
Yeah, if he got called, he knew he was good. If he gets raised, you know he's not good.
10-7-3, 2 5s for Zane. Still ahead. Ace of clubs on the turn.
And like,
JD.
I'd like to think, and for me in that spot, I'd still find the fold, but I won't say it'd be easy. I'd be like, what the heck do you have here?
Depending on the amount. Like if it's small enough, it's like, all right.
It's just like a min raise, but I mean, he essentially min raised with only 1,300 back, so it's just begging for a call.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun hand for sure. See? It's TCH Live, baby. 6 max poker. A little different spots than we usually get for full ring. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. 5, 10, 25 this hand. The straddle's on. We knew the game would grow. Jim V. Newcomer to the stream. Mitch in the cutoff gets out of the way. Over to Moneymaker, who's raising a ton of hands when folded 2 on the button. 75 straight up. Over to Zane with 10-9 off in the true big blind.
I'm trying to remember what, and then I mean, and we just saw there Zane attacking the the raising range from the button. So like I said earlier, Zane definitely has some 3-bet bluffs. It's the 4-bet bluffs that it's like I don't know. I don't think Zane has too many of those, at least what I've seen.
Super chat goes crazy.
Yeah, I think I can't remember the sizing of the pot on the river there when JD bet like 1,300, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like close to the pot?
I can't remember.
Because I'm pretty sure he bet a sizing where he could get away from it if he gets raised.
Right.
Just because he bet.
So he structured that correctly.
Pot. Yeah. In a lot of those situations, sometimes betting 3/4 pot or even pot on the river, essentially, you're polarizing your range. So then if someone decides to check raise you, it's like, well, I mean, I'm telling you that I have a 10, and you don't care.
And you don't care, so that can interpret that as mega strength. 3 bets at 225 from Addy the Great. Back over to Jim V.
But yeah, enough of that hand. I mean, it's just a cool spot. But let's get back to the hands.
He's 7 of diamonds for Jim V. He's thinking about it.
Definitely a cool spot.
Looks like he wants to 4.
And he doesn't need to go too big. He can make it like 700.
It's like maybe 8 or 9. He's thinking about. Just put 10,000 out there. Just put a stack of high society, but he's going to get out of the way.
Yeah, definitely a 4-better fold spot, and Addy's going to take it down.
And he's going to take that one down.
Nice hand there for Addy. Moneymaker up 3,700. Zane not too far behind. Addy up 1,800. JD, the big loser so far, but we've seen him come back from worse. A lot of poker left tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone is enjoying the action. Almost 600 of y'all in chat. If y'all are enjoying this 6-handed high-stakes action, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Do all the good stuff for the channel.
Where's Sticky Bush?
Keep bringing you the high-stakes action. Live from Dallas, Texas. Jim V, 2 5s in the big blind. This man likes to play some poker. He's going to raise and take it. Enough of that.
Give you another walk.
A lot of Stassi fans in the chat. She's a good dealer. We got some of the best dealers in the, I don't know, South? What would you call it? I mean, we've got dealers from Vegas, the East Coast, everywhere that came down and planted roots in the DF dub.
Yeah, for those of y'all that are, hoping for to possibly ask Stasia, unfortunately she's taken, so those of y'all in chat that are being very nice to her.
God.
Got Ben.
The chat pros are one of a kind, man. 7, 4, 9, 2 clubs. Top pair for Mitch and Jim V. Second pair for JD. Mitch has only got 2,300 behind. He's going to need to, maybe he's choosing to go with this hand. He needs a nice little double up. Jim V's with the same hand and got an actual redraw.
5, 10. Straddle.
Guess we're trying to get more players in the game.
1 1/4 and a call. Club.
Ooh, man,
okay,
no
so
way.
now Jim V's free rolling him. And queen on the end. 500 in the pot.
Most likely we'll go check, check, and everybody loves the chop pot.
Chop, chop. Everybody makes 50 bucks.
David Lewin says, good evening, folks. What's up, David?
Good evening.
Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Alex Kuhn says, I don't want her. I just think she's awesome. She is awesome. She's very nice. And a great dealer. Great floor as well. Fedoras to make a comeback. God, I hope not.
I hope not either.
Yeah. God.
Let's leave those in the past.
Ugh. I saw, the other day, I went to a hockey rink, and I saw like a 5-year-old with a mullet. And I was just
Lord.
I was just like, huh. Like I saw
Why
a
not?
5-year-old, and then like his older brother is probably like 10 or 11. They both had the same mullet.
Not being ironic.
And I was
Just being
like,
legit.
oh.
Oh, no.
And I guess I kind of grouped those two in the same category of like styles and fashion.
Yeah, the mullet has made a comeback for sure. A lot of golfers are rocking it these days.
Oh my God, you're right. Golfers and baseball players. Specifically like pitchers. Like
Yeah.
they have the hair coming out the back of the cap. Distract the batter.
And there's our first where is trick time. We don't know. JD raises it to 75, ace 10. Mitch, he's in there with Jack 9 once again. Queen 8-3. Inside straight draw for Mitch. Ace high for JD. 75 and a call. 8 pairs on the turn. JD might continue, but he does not. Over to Mitch. Checks it back as well. Deuce on the end, ace-10. Got the best of it. Mitch is trying to decide. I think JD calls this a lot. This is a strange story to tell. Oh, but he folds.
Bet, call, flop, check, turn.
I got that
river.
hand completely wrong on every single street, but, you know, go easy on me, folks. Nice hand to Mitch. He needed that one. Playing with the big dogs. Maybe he plays with these guys all the time. This is his first stream.
No, that was a nice hand there for Mitch. Oh, Julian disagrees. He says mullets are amazing.
Does he have one?
No.
Business in the front, party in the back. Bye, guy. Mitch with the ace-7. I hate this hand, just like fundamentally.
Yeah,
It doesn't connect. It doesn't.
ace-6 is like the worst one.
Yeah.
It can never.
Now it's got merit. 6 max. You know, you're in late position. It's just second pair for JD. And a heart. 5 of diamonds.
$40 profit for JD there.
$65 pot. We're not here for those. We're here for the 10K pots, baby. And they're coming. I feel it. I feel it every week, and it always happens.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying my level best. They're just not like great ones yet. There is one that I have a good lead on. He's like Asian, like hard.
If Addy lives in the West Coast, I'm surprised he hasn't made it to any of the West Coast streams. Seems like that would be right up his alley. Keep the brand going.
I think he just likes us more.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
For sure. Moneymaker with the 2 ladies. Addy in there with the 3s.
2 pocket pairs. Always a worry when you have those small pocket pairs. Like, you know, going for that set. But wow. Jim V with both a queen and a 3 somehow.
8-4 deuce.
Would have been pretty
Nice
crazy
flop
to
for
see
queens.
a queen and 3 come on the flop. Could you imagine that?
That'd be awesome. Moneymaker checks it back. He knows that he's doing really well on this board. And, you know, you want to have some of these hands that you check on overpair, so for deception maybe?
Yeah, for balance and for pot control, balance, and deception.
That's a raise.
Yeah. Sometimes you like putting the check raise, especially when you think your opponent could have a top pair holding or some kind of overpair. Really puts them into the spot because they're never going to really fold any overpair on this board. And he's going to continue.
A 5 helps, an ace helps, a 3 absolutely helps. Addy's prospects, an 8. Queens and 8s. Now, granted, Addy probably has more 8s than Moneymaker in life. But also, it's less likely that Addy has an 8 now that there are 2 out there. Addy's got 1 out remaining. There's 1 3 in the deck that's live.
Yeah, I guess Moneymaker's plan here was to check any kind of board flop or board texture like that. And if Addy did bet, he would check raise the flop. But on this turn card, I imagine he's checking a lot for pot control for sure.
This dude Moneymaker plays close to perfect. I mean, he's getting Addy to commit way more money than he intended with the 2 3s.
Yeah, now Addy thinks his 2 pair is good here. Possibly gets a hand like ace king or king queen. Oh, I guess for the I thought that was the double check raise for a second.
That's so brutal when that happens. Are you kidding me? 9 on the end, so safe. There's a Badoogie board for Moneymaker. Checks over to Addy, who may have a little showdown value, but he wants to beat.
I mean, at this point, you'd have to know your 3s are no good.
Right, turning him into a bluff. Trying to get 6s and 7s to fold. 2,800 in this pot. It's not nothing. Addy really trying to think it through. It's like, I don't want to get punked on stream, but also I don't want to get beaten to pocket 5s.
Looks like he's going to go for it.
He's definitely not scared. But he's trying to weigh how effective this is. He's all in.
Wow, yeah, and I like this play a lot. I was just about to say, I think the only real move you could do is all in.
But also, Moneymaker, this is going exactly how he planned it. Under-repping his hand on the flop.
Yeah, and I don't think he expected an all-in on the river, which now he's kind of in a spot here. And it'll be really interesting to see if he makes this call.
Moneymaker unfazed, like definitely thinking it through. He didn't really react.
So right now,
Addy's sweating.
Addy's saying that he has a flop set of deuces, flop set of 4s, or quad 8s.
Or like, you know, ace 8 turns, trips.
Yeah, yeah.
River's a miracle, 9's full. If he gets a fold out Moneymaker, this would be an outstanding result.
Yeah, like you said, ace 8 or 7 8.
Moneymaker crunching the numbers right now. This man is really thinking this through. He's a pretty deliberate guy. You saw him snap off earlier versus JD. You can tell that this is a much different spot.
This is a very sick spot. I mean, it was what, like 2x pot on the river?
Trying to get a live read a little bit, staring down Addy.
Loving the action here so far tonight.
This is a pretty sick spot. I mean, I thought Moneymaker was going to snap because this is like a perfect result for him, but this is actually a very tough decision.
It's just hard to think of many bluffs.
It's just a weird line across the board.
You know, 6 7 on the flop. I don't think 10s turn into a bluff.
Wow! Show a 3, bro. Show a 3.
Wow, what a play there by Addy.
$8,200 pot with a bluff on the end to get Moneymaker to overfold queens. Wow.
Nice play there by Addy.
Dude, that was volatile, San Diego. I mean,
jeez Louise. Addy came here with a play. I mean, he didn't fly 5 hours
to grind. No.
To just sit there and wait for hands. I mean, he's in there. He's
that
in
was
the mix.
Brute force getting an overpair to fold. Sweet mercy.
Nice play.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I don't blame him for folding. It just sucks that you have to. It sucks to be shown a bluff there.
It's just such an uncomfortable spot there with just a 2 pair.
And
like,
maybe
they have all the 8s.
You know, maybe that's so infrequently a bluff that maybe it's correct to fold there in the long run.
Yeah, there's no draws on the turn.
There's so few bluffs that get there to the river after check raising flop that are
leading
complete
flop,
air on the river.
Yeah, they led flop, called your raise on the flop.
You're proud of me, JD?
Bet turn when the board pairs, and then jam river.
What a crazy spot.
Because I think Moneymaker might have leveled himself into a fold there. Just saying like, man, like you just have all the 8s and
yeah, but also like if you're insane enough to bluff this super dry board once every blue
you deserve the pot.
Yeah, it's like I'll find a. Golly, dude.
That's a pretty crazy spot there. Nice play there by Addy. The power of the chat pros behind him.
Yeah, this isn't an easy poker game, folks. But feel free to come by and play. King of spades on the turn, both trash hands. You can see Moneymaker's not worried about it. It's all part. Did somebody just river a straight? Yeah, Mitch just rivered a straight in the tiniest pot ever.
Well, I mean, let's not forget when Moneymaker folded the boat correctly to Addy.
That's right. Oh yeah, you're right. So they have definitely a meta
they have
history.
some history, yeah. So I mean,
Moneymaker's still up 2,300 from that huge pot with JD.
not best fold ever anymore. Biggest bid ever.
I think in the grand scheme of things, it's a good fold. It's just obviously unfortunate that Addy just has a random bluff in there with pocket threes. It's just,
Addy's one of those guys that can be in there with a lot of different types of hands and put you in pressure cooker situations.
yeah, I mean, Addy might have just been like, well, I arrived here with threes.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not just going to punk out.
The only bet that I think I can really get any folds from overpairs is all in.
And you're right, now that you say it, like they played the like infamous Kings full versus Tens full hand last year where Moneymaker made a soul read fold, and I thought he was having to do that again.
Alice saying that was a Pez move.
Missed me, right?
I thought so.
You thought so?
Squirrel says, if Addy got called there, would we be saying how silly a jam with threes was in that spot? I don't think so. I mean, because it put Moneymaker in a spot. Anytime you put your opponent in a tough situation like that, I don't think you're making an incorrect play. Could he have better combos of hands to turn into a bluff? Probably. Like for me, I think a hand like Ace King, Ace Queen would probably be a better hand to turn a bluff because then it removes combos of overpairs that your opponent could have, right? I mean, that we're cutting corners at that point. But I mean, yeah. I mean, anytime you put your opponent in a tough spot, I think it's a great play.
I just realized the fundamental tenet of poker. Pussies don't get paid.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Corey Gibbert says, "Nah, Squirrel, I'd still respect the cojones with that shove." That's the thing with most folks is they just can't put the money regardless of if they're bluffing or if they're good. Yeah. Very good point.
Zane's going to take it down with 2 ladies. A couple of 12K stacks. Addy and Zane with 8.
My quota is done. My obligations have been fulfilled. Call me next time I got it, I guarantee it.
It's nice to have Addy back here.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely livens up the game. And that's, an entertaining hand to watch.
Yeah, that might make the highlight reel.
For sure.
Bluffing with pocket threes.
Mitch with ace deuce, the wheel draw. Same 10-9 off, he's going to be in there. JD with ace 10 suited, he bumps it. 200 and a fold.
Yeah, the danger of playing no limit hold'em, right? Your entire stack is in play at any given point, and I think players that use that to their advantage, they're typically the best players. Like JD, Addy, they're making you commit your whole stack in situations that you don't want to.
Yeah, Shrad Burley asks, with as good as Moneymaker is showing the bluff giving him a short-term or long-term edge over Addy? It definitely adds an element to the dynamic for tonight's game.
I don't think it actually hurts Addy at all in that spot, because then now Moneymaker knows that he can have bluffs in that spot. It might get him paid.
Makes the leveling war even worse.
Yeah,
it's like he knows, and he knows.
Yep. If every time Moneymaker makes that call and he's always showing like a bow, always showing quads, always showing an 8, then it's just, he's always going to fold his overpairs. But
a lot of folds to 3-bets tonight. JD's gotten a lot of those through. No, you can see Moneymaker laughing hysterically. Like, I think he genuinely is relaxed.
No, he loves the action.
Yeah.
He came here to play with the best, and
this,
that's something that's going to happen.
He's very comfortable at this stake.
Then going to raise it up here on the button with 8-6 off. Just using his position. You're trying to take down the blinds. And it's going to take it down. Free $40 for him there.
Couple more tries, Zane. He gets down.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we had some last-minute cancellations, Alvin. But, we've had some big pots. We had a 10K pot and some crazy bluffs. One big bluff from JD that got snapped by Moneymaker, and a big bluff from Addy that actually got a fold. So, I mean, lots of hands going on here.
That's terrible. That's terrible. I can use that one. This is just like,
Yeah, I'm glad on a few people in here that are enjoying the 6 max. Definitely goes for a lot of hands. I mean, we're only an hour and 40 minutes into the stream. We're already at 65 hands.
I know it's more fun for the players, I think, to play 6 max, at least for a change, because you're getting to splash around with a lot of different hands. I know I prefer it.
you practice the all-in.
Straight draw for Jim V, top pair for Moneymaker, backdoor hearts.
Like the messy ones, like.
Can see him calling or raising. He just calls. I don't know if ace 9 raising accomplishes much. Now he's got trip aces. Hit your hand, bet your hand.
Put the big chips in there.
Make it pain. Hide the big chips to the bottom. Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Nice hand there for Moneymaker. Easy when you make the trips. Oh.
A lot of card removal talk, blowing my mind.
Alvin Lau says that Moneymaker's visa is about to expire. Good for the game.
Yeah, he's.
I don't disagree, but I love having him here. He's a very nice person to talk to, and every time I've seen him on the floor, he's always like, "Hey, Derek, what's up?"
Yeah,
very friendly guy.
Great player,
and he's very fun to watch.
2 aces for Zane. Jim V in there with 7s. He's going to bump it to 200. Let's play a big one, Derek. Let's.
I'd be tempted to just call here and play, but I guess he wants to put more money in, which is understandable with the aces.
Do a 4-piece, 4 for 4 here. And Jim V wants to hit a set. He wants to win the full stack.
7.3K effective.
10, 4, 6, 2 hearts. Pretty safe for aces.
Yeah, not too bad of a flop for 7s either.
Gotta continue betting.
Still hands like ace king and ace queen.
Half pot bet from Zane.
Yeah, the tank folds, that way you can
V.
say, like, oh, I thought something was up. Yeah.
Immediately gets out of the way. Nice fold.
Yeah, and in that spot, Jim V definitely just looking for a set there. No reason to just continue there.
And I was like, okay, like.
Nice hand there for Zane.
Yeah, it's a great result for aces instead of losing a huge one.
Oh, and I'd like to clarify something because I didn't get the chance to talk to Jim V before the stream. He was very, very nice and saying, y'all do a great job with the stream. It's a very hard job, and he did want to clarify because there was a spot where I think he had queens. And I think I was commentating with Ben last week, but he said there was a spot where
this isn't my fault.
No, it was my fault. But it was a spot where he had an overpair on a 6-high board where Zane flopped the set, and Zane just led into him, and then you just saw Jim open fold, or he just folds queens on the flop to 1 bet. And I think I might he said I mentioned something about he didn't want to play a 30K pot with 1 pair. And
he's like, I absolutely want to play.
He was like, oh no, I wanted to clarify something. He's like, it's not that I didn't want to play a 30K pot with 1 pair. It's just I didn't think Zane was balanced enough in that spot with his combo draws and whatever. So he put him purely on a set or 2 pair.
Yeah.
So I mean, he just wanted to clarify that, and I do apologize to Jim. I mean, he's never.
We're all speculating here for 4 hours, so it's possible to get it right every single time.
Oh no, yeah. He didn't take it offensively. He just wanted to clarify it.
Yeah, makes sense.
And absolutely, I mean, we've seen him mix it up here in the stream.
He's definitely a thinking player for sure, and he plays a ton.
Yep.
I can't get a break with anyone, man. I come back, I'm like, oh, people will be nice to me now. It's like, no.
Alvin also says, can I save a seat for next Tuesday's stream, please? Well, if you want to sign up for our live stream games, Best way to do that, I think there's a link in the description box below, or maybe not.
There should be. I don't see it in this week's.
There should
Let me
be.
find the link.
Yeah, we'll try to put a link in the chat box for you, Alvin. But there's a few little things you need to have to fill out, a few questions, and we'll definitely reach out to you, and we can get you on the live stream. Tuesday games are fun. Big money, big pots. Top pair for Jim
so
V
here's
is gonna take it down.
Here's the link if you want to sign up.
Yeah, and Alvin, if you're still in the chat, looks like Ben's going to throw the link in the chat for you.
Oh, the link tree is there. It's at the...
Oh, so it is in the description box.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, they moved the description box. Yeah, you see the subscribe, play on TCH Live. That link tree link has all the pertinent
Oh, yeah, and
links.
Streamlabs put it up as well. So click on that link tree, Alvin. Look for the play on TCH Live. Alvin, I've played twice in the last month. Oh, right, Alvin. Oh, okay. I know who this is. I didn't recognize your name for a second there, bud. But yeah, hope to have you back. Yeah, I think he's played on our Wednesday 5-5-10 game a few times. Yeah.
I'd know him if I saw him, I think. 5, 10, 25. Price of poker has gone up, folks.
Yeah, half the table in the blinds.
Is it over 21 to play? Nope. 18 and up here at Texas Card House. 2 threes from Zane, and Nix's player coming in. JD 3-bets the ace-king suited.
Player coming in?
Yeah, that's what we said. Classic flip situation. Whiffs for ace-king. Threes ahead for Zane. Gotta entertain yourself somehow when you're playing for tens of thousands of dollars.
Zane having fun with the dealer button there, rolling it over to JD at every chance he gets.
No, the game wasn't intended to be 6 max. We've got a full ring opportunity here. Seats are open.
That one says Chinese knit. Oh, come on. You were getting in there, my friend. I remember you playing. Daniel Farid says, was the game always meant to be 6-handed? No, I think we had a few people back out last minute. But I do hear we're getting a 7th player, so should be filling up slowly. It looks like we're grabbing players literally right off the floor. And yeah, any of y'all that are in the Dallas area that would like to come play this game, I'm sure there's some seats open.
What am I last one?
So you're going to raise in the cutoff here, and get a call from Moneymaker. Oh, okay, yeah, and I'm getting word from the booth that a lot of the call-outs are people either sick or, spring break reasons, so very understandable given the time. It looks like we're getting our 7th player here. I don't know who he is. His nice gold watch on his left hand there. What's his shirt say? I can't see. His beard's covering it. Something about a firework company, Gunter, Texas. But yeah, it looks like he's gonna be our 7th player tonight. Throwing in the straddle. Should be a good time. Welcome, sir, and whenever we get your name on the stream here, I'll be sure to call you by your name and not just sir or seat 2.
I don't want to look, but I was like, oh. Got me all excited. I was like, I'm not going to look.
It's just you. The system doesn't like the ratings you're giving off hold right now.
Oh, I believe that. We're probably at what? 75? 72? That's pretty good.
72 what?
Hands. Yeah, but that doesn't count as 5.
Moneymaker with ace check and big blind. Definitely could go for the 3-bet here. Just decided to call. Just gonna invite Randy, our newcomer. Buying for 2K.
I mean, not today, but I'm down. Check. Check.
Chris Sturdivant says Gunter, pronounced Gunner. Got it. My bad, buddy. What's up, Sturdy? Hope you're doing all right. Hope you had a great session over there. Looked like a fun game over there. Top pair for Moneymaker. And he's going to get the fold. Nice hand for Moneymaker.
How do you hear the travel?
Race from Jim V with ace-5 off. I can defend his straddle. 7-8. Top pair for Jim V. Pretty standard line there. Bet and a fold. Nice hand there for Jim.
So Randy, huh? Another newcomer to the stream. Is that a gold rollie he's rocking though?
Maybe.
Randy. You might see that Aziz Ansari stand up where he talks about Randy.
Someday.
No.
Someday when I grow up.
Don't let your dreams be dreams, kid. You get the name for it. Addy. Action Addy. Action Addy.
Action Addy. I'm trying to make that up. Action Addy. Action Addy.
I'm okay.
Iced coffee, French vanilla, hot chocolate, water.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Ace, queen of clubs here for Addy in the big blind. Dominating JD's ace here. Definitely going to go for squeeze here with Moneymaker calling on the button. JD just going to let it go.
Action
Addy.
Action Addy taking it down.
You have any background on Randy? Have you seen him before?
No. Never seen it before. They might have just grabbed them right off the floor, honestly.
It's awesome.
Maybe he was like waiting to play another game. It was like, oh, you can get an
Waiting to
there's
play
open
1-2.
seat. Yeah, there's an open seat at.
He drove 4 hours. Like one of the guys that played the stream last week drove from Abilene. It's like 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he get over here on the stream after stream. Like they're like, oh, you want to play after stream? He's like, nah, I can't. I got work tomorrow, guys. And I drove 3 hours.
3 hours home.
He played. He drove more than he played.
Randy flops kings and tens over JD's top pair with a jack. Yeah, he drove more than he played. You're right.
JD looking for a jack and a jack only. King would be pretty bad.
5 of hearts. King would be super sick.
And welcome to TCH Live, Randy. Flopping top 2 pair.
Yeah, I guess Randy bought in for the minimum, 2,000, trying to short stack it, and this could be a good opportunity to double up. 275 and a call. Ace. Queen Jack got there. Ace King got there. Kings and 10s are going to take it down. Add 1,000. Actually, add 500. Big Randy stack. Let's go.
Randy, there we go.
The game.
I'll always cheer for the underdogs or the new players. It looks like we're swapping out our dealers now. Let's see who our second dealer is for the second half of our stream. Is it already second half? Wow, all right.
Let's go. Time flies when you're playing 6-max poker. 250 PLO flip happening.
Looks like it's Wade Lloyd, Mitch's son.
Mitch's son?
Yeah.
Oh, father and son dealing duo here?
Actually, I think all of Mitch's kids deal. So very big family affair.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Same with like Eugene's got children that play here as well.
Yeah.
Look, it's a family affair here, Texas Card House.
A family business.
That's right.
Some could say.
That's awesome.
Possibly putting whole families out of work.
Yikes. I wouldn't want to be that city council person. I wouldn't want that weighing on my conscience.
No, not Mitch, Alex. Wade. Yeah, it looks a lot like Mitch from the top, but if you remember, Mitch is a lefty.
Oh, that looks so good.
8 deuce, not a good start in the 4-card game. So everybody's really sweating it. Generally, this goes pretty quick, but they're really milking this. Here comes a flop. 4 cards face down. 5-card run out. I don't know. I think a flush. No, flush draw is there. Flush draw got there. Saw ace jack of diamonds. Somebody's hand. JD. You got a flush, Chris? Oh, I got the nuts. So JD's going to take down an $1,800 pot. It's all skill, man. It's a skill game, Joe.
3, 4, 5, 6 right here.
Not flush. Thank you, Addy.
Now that throw was
That was a nice little infusion to JD's stack. See the link in the chat, saveDallasPoker.com. All the info on what's going on with Texas Card House in the city of Dallas. Another hearing happening on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Dallas City Hall.
I knew the small bit. I was like,
So now we got a poker game developing. 7-handed poker. 5, 10, 25. Randy making a statement. Mitch is in there holding his own. And he's going to limp the Jack-7 off under the gun +1. This is be a little questionable. Randy's going to bump it to a hundo with 5-6 suited. Zane with 2 6s calls. JD's out of there with the dirty diaper. And Mitch with the Jack-7 is now invested more than he wanted to with the Jack-7 off. 3-way action. And he's got 42% equity and a 6. Zane smashing this flop, hitting a set of 6s.
1 out or 2. Randy with a 6 in his hand.
Randy's got the K6 in his hand. 225 from Randy. Zane just calls. He wants all of it. You know, Randy's only got 1,800 in there. 7 of diamonds. So now open-ended straight draw.
Wow, what an action.
Zane's got a 6 of diamonds.
Keeper with the 19.99 super chat. Sub, like, support. Great facility. Thank you for the kind words, Kiefer.
Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate the 20 bucks.
Ace on the end. Safe card for Zane. 1,600 in this pot. Randy, I mean, you just got to put him in there. He's only got 1,400 behind. But what do I know? Zane's going to milk it for half of his stack. Oh, well, Randy's just got a pair of sixes. I don't think he's doing anything with this. It's kind of unfortunate for Zane.
And then nice hand there for Zane. It looks like we have some newcomers in the chat. Someone named Ben Miney says, haven't been to Dallas. I've been meaning to visit. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you haven't been to Dallas, Miney.
I thought we blocked him.
Yeah. You should definitely make your way to Dallas. We have some great poker here.
He keeps making new accounts that we have to block.
Yeah, it must be like the third or fourth account.
He had a great appearance on the intro ad for the Bad Beat. Rewind back to the beginning of the stream. You can hear his sultry voice. The Bad Beat jackpot. Mitch raises it to 75. King Jack under the gun. Raise and take it.
Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Do you have a charger cord?
Uh-huh. Do you need it?
Yeah, if you don't mind. I was just going to plug it. That would be great.
Let's see.
Tyler Mahaney says, don't go anywhere. Great content still coming. Interesting, interesting.
The man can see in the future. I might just have a USB-C one. I can plug it into my computer here. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Oh, Savior. Thank you.
I don't have the brick, but...
All good.
Oh, okay, cool.
We got
Good.
infinite USBs here.
Nice, nice, nice.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, I need to upgrade to a laptop, so I'm just using my phone here.
No, iPhone, they keep doing this, making the batteries self-destruct, so you have to buy the new one.
See the charging. What's going on here? Is this even on?
Maybe hit that. Could be the cord. I've got the USB-C one I can plug into my computer. It feels like a new cord, though. Okay, kind of got a hand developing here. Zane with top pair, ace-jack. Addy with a pair and a flush draw on the turn. After Addy bets 225 and Zane calls, Addy checks over to Zane. It's not working.
Not working for some reason.
I'll give you the other one.
I feel like the last 6 guys that met all live in Rockville. Place to live now. I live in
Appreciate
Plug
it.
that in. Just might have to-
There we go. Hopefully it's not too much in the way for you.
7 on the end. Zane still with the best of it.
And you're going to check it over to Zane now.
1,600 in the pot.
See if he decides to go for more value here. Trying to target a weaker ace, possibly. Or maybe even a queen. At a $500. And he gives him the tap on the table, gives him the nice hand.
Zane takes down another nice one.
I really did think about it.
Zane crushing the game right now, winning 6,000. Addy and Moneymaker up a little bit. JD unfortunately losing pretty large chunks so far.
I do apologize for my unprofessionalism for not being having my phone properly charged before stream. I should just have a phone charger with me.
Evaluations will reflect.
Yeah. Apologize.
Ace-6 of hearts for JD, bumping it to 75. Randy's in there defending with ace-9 off. Queen 10-9, bottom pair for Randy.
Backdoor hearts for JD.
And And the hearts come.
As I say that, the hearts do come on the
So a little
turn.
more opportunity for JD. Still 4-1 dog. 165 in the pot. He wants to build some of it to either take it down or win a bigger one if he hits. 150, cheap enough to call with ace-9. A 4, 9s and 4s for Randy. Nine's good for Randy. Chalk it up to the newcomer.
Oh yeah, I haven't done my nightly gamble yet. Let's go 50. Just run really bad in these. I think I'm like 0 for, or I think I'm like 1 for 10.
Yeah, I went broke last time.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. All right. Hype in the chat for the 84 roll.
Endorphin hit.
Nice. It doesn't even come close to the pots I was playing earlier. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest pot I played earlier was like a 4K pot. So
Dang.
That was a nice one. With aces, top set.
And you won.
Against ace king.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's cooler against my opponent, unfortunately, but they coolered me earlier in a bomb pot, so
it's only right. JD
well, yeah, they immediately left right after that hand. They were like, yeah, gonna go. I was like,
makes sense. Nobody likes getting felted. So King Jack 4 bets to 600. Jim V with Queen 6 of diamonds in position. He wants it.
oh wow, what a flop here.
Look at this freaking flop. Top pair with
pair.
a king for JD. Open and sorry. Straight draw and a flush draw for Jim V. JD's gonna check it after getting 4 bet. Sorry, JD 4 bet.
Man, with 11K effective, we could see a 23K pot here. If they somehow just get all the money in by the turn, which
very well could happen, especially if it like comes a queen or a
club
club
or another jack.
9 of clubs.
Yeah, 9 of oh my god, 9 of clubs would be sick. Bet at 800 from Jim.
Comes a king of diamonds. 800 and a call.
Oh my gosh.
9 of clubs.
What the hell?
Did we just say this? I promise I didn't. I promise I didn't see.
We were just saying what would be the most action turn card.
So now Jim V's got a straight. JD's got a king high flush draw. These players are 10,000 effective. There's already 3,000 in the middle. What a turn card.
Jim might just overbet this here. He's grabbing a lot of chips here.
He wants to supercharge the flush draws?
Yeah. I mean, he has a flush draw of his own, but queen high flush draw might not be the best flush draw. I mean, when you get called on a flop, you can expect JD to have some nutted draws on the flop.
Smooth 3K bet on the turn. And one voice crack from Jim V. Look at JD, who's got a decision. There's 6K in there. He's got to call 3.
I feel my heart pumping here.
He's got a large draw. Queen gives him a higher straight. Any club. 11 outs. JD really thinking this through. He knows this is a pretty big time spot.
7K back from Jim. He does have some fold equity if he's putting Jim on some kind of single pair holding, maybe some kind of diamond draw.
Which I've actually used on both tens of pairs.
Yeah, JD does know that he's, or there's a high chance that he's behind now with this turn card.
Yeah, I imagine we'll see a snap call if JD does shove.
Around where I saw from like inside the house. But it was like shut.
You rarely see JD in the tank this long. Hand's too strong to just fold. But if he just calls here and bricks, that's just lighting money on fire.
Oh, and that's the all-in.
He's going to rip it. Jim V's not immediately calling.
I mean, he does lose the king-queen here. Actually, almost drawing dead the king-queen, except with his diamonds. But, I mean, you have to make the call here.
Yeah, especially with a redraw as well. Maybe the redraw is irrelevant. $18,000 pot. You got to call 7,000. Okay, so it'll do the math right after. If he's just trying to be deliberate, not trying to be. He does call.
Oh man. 2 times?
You get straight? You're drawing. It took you so long, Jim.
JD accusing him maybe a little bit of a nit roll.
Club! Oh, there's the club.
Oh, they're running it twice. They're running it twice.
Round 1 for JD.
Okay, 1 for JD.
Oh
and a
my
club!
gosh!
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wow.
no. Moneymaker loves it. $23,000 pot. It comes club, running 2 rivers.
3-to-1 dog.
3-to-1 dog, and he wins
Oh my
twice. JD just adding 11,000 to the stack.
Very fortunate run out for
Out of the
for
hole.
JD.
Miracle turn card for Jim V. And then a miracle 2 river cards.
Wow.
For JD.
Speechless right now. 23K pot.
Massive pot. Things have just changed a bit tonight, folks.
The air on the table just kind of got sucked out right there. Everyone's just like, ugh.
Yeah, that was. Nobody's expecting him to win both of those boards.
No,
and
no,
he does.
no.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he still had the queen out for higher straight, but wow.
Nice bluff,
Moneymaker says, "Nice bluff, JD." Oh my god.
Oh man, that might be it. That might be it for Jim there. That's a tough one. That's a hard one to. Oh man.
Max Payne.
He just runs too
I mean,
good.
that's a brutal beat. Somebody run the numbers. I mean, how do you
Golly.
lose a 75% favorite in 2-hand on 2 boards?
Jeez. I mean, yeah, I mean, JD was trying to put max pressure on like overpairs and single pair holdings, and maybe 2-pair holdings that Jimmy could have in that spot. It's just,
Golly, such a brutal beat for Jim V. I mean, he's a
that's
gamer.
why
He'll be back.
I could never play stakes like this. Just
I know.
I couldn't stomach that. Just like, yeah, let's run it twice. I'm way ahead.
Yeah.
75% chance to win.
And JD was even like
he knew he was prepared. He was already mentally prepared to lose.
I'm pretty sure
14K
JD
right
said
there.
something to the effect of, "I'm basically drawing dead."
Yeah.
Because Jim V already had a straight, but not the case. That makes it so much worse.
I mean,
but these guys play all the time. Like,
it's
part of it. Sick hand though. Gee whiz.
Chat going crazy right now. Oh man. Wow. I mean, he can never say he runs bad on stream. I don't think.
JD?
Yeah, it would be like insulting almost if he says like, "Oh, I run so bad on stream."
JD was down like 6,000 or 7,000, and I think he's probably 4K
Gosh,
winner.
I think he's the biggest winner now, honestly, after that hand. 5K profit now after that.
He's so sick on stream.
Jeez Louise. Jeez, man, Jim, if you're listening to this, sorry to see that run up, buddy, but I know you can take it, and I hope to see you next week, bud.
Man, this is about as good as you can go. I mean, get in No Limit is getting your opponent to get stacks in as a 4-to-1 dog.
It looks like we got a newcomer here. We haven't seen him on the cash game streams, but he's been on the final table of our Saturday tournament numerous times. Andrew Wong on the felt now. I think Pez will recognize him.
Did he take down a big one?
No, I don't. I mean, I think he likes playing on like our dailies.
Oh, okay.
And our nightly tournaments. But I mean, honestly, I didn't know he played stakes this big because we normally see him playing like PLO or 1-2 or sometimes 2-5.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But it looks like he's taking a shot here. Maybe sold some action. I don't know. Best of luck to him.
It's nice to see a new face.
Especially because he said before the cards came out. That
Oh, I didn't even see how much JD tip weighed after that hand. Because someone was like, dang, that tip.
I think it was like $4.
Oh.
Or at least I saw him throw $4 chips towards him. I don't know if he had tipped him before that. I don't know.
Who knows? We'll never know. Yeah, look at that. JD now up 5.6K now. Jeez.
That's how you turn it around, folks.
Suicide watch. Jim's on suicide watch.
Eric with the math here. By the way, winning a 25% 2 in a row is 6%.
Wow. So it's like hitting a one-outer twice. Or I guess like hitting a one-outer.
Just hitting out a one-outer, yeah, essentially. 5% to the river.
Right.
Yeah. Jeez.
This is why I love limit, folks. It's just like the pain is temporary and minimal compared to stack pain. Oh my gosh.
Ben Miney saying, Wong money, Wong way. Wong on the table now.
Couldn't help it. Just gag reflex, you know?
Addy with 2 kings on the button. Moneymaker calls the 3-bet. King, queen.
I hope.
Deuce,
I mean,
deuce, nine.
I know Jim's is okay. I mean, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's just
like
6
sucks,
spot in that spot, yeah.
And then he hit the club on both.
Club on both. Even bad news.
$20-something thousand pot.
Yeah, it was like what, 24,000, 25,000?
I don't know the end.
JD. Yeah. We're just living in JD's world.
That's right.
We've said it so many times. We'll keep saying it. I mean, we just never see anything different.
He's like the TCH Live G-Man. I mean, this man runs well, plays well. That's a scary combo.
That's why he keeps playing on stream. I think he's like, I just run too good on stream. Why would I stop?
Right. You know, some could say there's an opportunity to fold the queen 6 of diamonds pre, but also 6 max. Yeah. You know, people are opening things up a little wider.
He was raising in position. When you get 4-bet by JD, I mean, you got a suited queen in position. Let's play some pots, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very much team that because it's a great viewing pleasure for us. Moneymaker's got the true big slick. He's king of spades.
Well, I mean, that's like a running joke on a lot of like poker training websites and forums. It's just
fold pre.
Yeah, fold pre. Yeah. Come on, guys. This is a live stream. He came to bring the action.
Yeah, folding pre makes for a brutal stream. See, Wong's in there with ace-8 suited. Let's go.
Not afraid. Not afraid to play against Moneymaker. I would.
He might just not know better. Top for Moneymaker. Backdoor nut hearts for Wong.
Did David throw in like a JD like spike here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 220 likes.
Wong's gonna get out of the way.
Brian Wong says, "Go Wong."
Family?
Julian says, "Is he okay though?" I mean, it's tough for anyone to take a beat like that.
Everybody handles these things their own way.
I think he'll be okay in the end, because he knows he got it. Then is a huge favorite.
Plus, he plays these stakes all the time.
Yep.
Like this is not. That's not the biggest pot he's ever lost.
And we've certainly seen him win bigger ones. So
yeah, but not to take away from
the fact
that it's like
we're not
losing a suburban is never fun in 2 minutes.
Eric Larson says 2K min buy. It looks like it because I think Randy in seat 2 bought in for 2K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's structured as a 5-10. Ace king for JD on the button.
Imagine a king snap calls.
Barrels.
Randy's in there with his favorite king 10.
Drink some water after.
Nine deuce, 7-2 hearts.
They're definitely gonna flash over the reaction on this side. It's like the intro. All of us were just like,
Ace pure on the turn.
Oh my gosh.
JD hits it. Randy's gonna posture a bit, betting 125. JD with Randy betting into him. Might just call, trying to get stacks on the river. 9. Randy checks, gives up. A 9 never checks here. So JD feels pretty safe with ace king. Betting 400 for value, and Randy gets out of the way. Now JD's tipping him big time. Just tipped him 50.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
We're also not in the business of judging tips.
Oh,
it
absolutely
had just happened and somebody had asked earlier.
Oh,
he just dropped him a 50 ball.
I just assumed when someone said that he tipped him big, because I mean I know JD tips well.
Yeah.
I switched on the live stream, so he's very appreciative of all the hard work these dealers do.
Now they're ragging him for not tipping earlier.
Number one comment on the video is be like, he didn't tip.
Wait, that happens on every stream. I see one comment that's like, JD didn't tip shit.
Oh my god.
That's not the reputation you want to develop.
Yeah. I mean,
it's everybody's own business, but
yeah, especially as a he throws another 5. Especially, you know, I mean, it's everyone's own prerogative to tip however much and how often they want. And I'll even say that as a dealer. I mean, I'll never solicit for more or less. Or, you know, it's obviously working in an industry that relies on tips. It's very appreciated. But it's like we totally it's part of the job, right? When you don't get tipped or someone forgets or decides not to or decides to tip a small amount. It's just part of the game. I think, and honestly, I think with that massive a pot, I think JD was still kind of shocked that he won the whole thing. So
100%.
Totally understandable to forget.
Queens and nines for Zane. Wong with straight draw. Gets out of the way. Now everybody probably knows about the hand in the room. JD going to defend himself. Jim B's like, can you believe this guy? Everyone's like, yes, we can. It's JD.
We actually just saw it on our phones.
That's right.
Let's see, how many likes we got so far?
122 for my screen.
All right, so I think the like goal is 220.
We need 100 more, and I think we've got an hour and a half to do it.
I hope everyone's enjoying the shorthanded play.
Yeah, I mean, there's been plenty of action given the reduced amount of people.
I think we've seen smaller pots in our full ring game. So
that's right. Jack 9 for Randy, bumping it to 75. Fold. That's not what we want.
Randy?
We know who you are. If I were in Randy's spot and he's like, oh, what's your name, bud? And he's like, Randy. And then he's like, I'm JD. He's like, I know. That's how I'd respond.
Well, that might be too much for his ego.
I've seen.
I've been studying.
Yeah, I know. I've watched 100 hours of you play.
Probably is 100 hours.
More,
yeah.
With how many streams he's been on. I've watched the entire archival footage of JD and the TCH live.
What's the most expensive firework?
I think he's talking about his firework company.
Millions?
Yeah. I mean, some of those shows are ridiculous. Like Cindy showed, he's like full fireworks.
No, I mean,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that shows you like
on an individual level, like
the businesses people get rich off of. I mean, I have no clue this guy's financial situation, but he's playing 5, 10, 25. He's got a fireworks company, like a boss.
Could you chop this for me?
Very profitable during New Year's and
oh yeah, I can't imagine the
4th of July.
margins.
Yeah.
Blows up into American flag with all the colors.
Fireworks are fun though.
So like it's explode in the right pattern and burn at the right rate.
America.
He owns a firework company.
Oh, no way. That's sick.
So I'm asking, what's the most expensive single firework?
Shit probably just goes off like 30 minutes. Just like.
There is kind of a tangible, like, unspoken thing where you see a player win multiple huge pots and they don't tip. There is, like, there's some, I mean, maybe it's a spoken rule. I don't know. That's like everyone expects you to tip something because it's.
I've seen it on the table for players. I mean, obviously since I like work here and
play
you know,
here,
and play
commentate
here,
here.
yeah, and, like I'll never say anything, but I've seen the players like kind of stand up for the DM, like
come on, man.
like well they won't call him out directly, but I've literally heard someone play like, man, if I want a huge pot like that, I'd be tipping you like $5.
Just like trying to hook you up.
Yeah,
That's tight.
they're not even like talking to the other guy directly. They're just like saying it as like normal conversations. Like, man, I don't know about you guys, but if I want to, it's like, oh, those are very nice of you to say that.
Secondary peer pressure.
Yeah.
I like it.
And it really is.
It's a classy move by that person.
I have noticed on the table, tipping can get contagious between players. Like I've seen a tipping war come out, like or like they're just like one up each other, or like you have the button game where whatever is on the button. They'll put like $1 or $2 over, and if you win from the small blind or button, you just give it to the dealer. So just like fun games like that. It's
cool.
It's always very pretty. With Niraj, what's up?
Raj Bhatia in the chat. We got a seat open, bud. It says heading to the Caribbean this Friday, having a drink. See if I can muster up the courage to play against that JD Luck. It'll take a lot, but you can do it, bro. He's fired this stream before. Hope you're doing well, Niraj. Wheel draw for Wong. Bottom pair for Randy, and he gets out of the way.
How'd you get into the fireworks business?
Everybody at the poker table always has interesting stories, or oftentimes people have interesting stories, like Eddie learning about how this guy got into firework biz. I'm always very curious about the folks that decide on a business that might not seem sexy or scalable, and they do really well. Like, you know, SaaS, like software is always, and tech are really interesting and super scalable. But these businesses, like, you can get mega rich by being a plumber. I'm just always interested in what brings people to select working in HVAC or working in manufacturing widgets.
Oh man, it looks like
valves.
Wong's debut in the cash game streets, raising $100.
Let's go.
With the ace queen of spades.
Moneymaker flops an inside straight draw.
2 over or 1 over.
An inferior backdoor spade draw. Wong with the betting lead. This board is very connected to a pre-flop caller.
Was that the 4th of July or the day before? This was,
Yeah, no problem, Niraj. Hope you're doing well, and yeah, hope all your projects are going well as well. Always appreciate your support.
Yeah, I think Niraj dabbles in VC, so he knows what I'm talking about. The under-the-radar industries are the ones that, I mean, you can sell to private equity after you grow for a huge multiple. But oftentimes it involves a lot more labor and personnel.
Wong's going to take down his first pot. Nice hand for him, but and against Moneymaker, man.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Feather in the cap.
I mean, he's definitely played. I think he's been on the final table for Cyber Tournament at least twice. But I think this might be his first cash game live stream.
Nice. Oh, yeah, right here, Niraj, case in point. We sold our HVAC company 5 years ago, and I'm sure you did quite well on that. Everybody needs HVAC. That's never going away. And you need, if you can outserve your competitors, you'll do just fine. Then you'll grow big enough to where private equity is interested, and they'll pay you a 5X on EBITDA, and you'll go on a Caribbean vacation, as Niraj is. Moneymaker open it to 75 with Ace Dewey, and he's in there with Ace 9 in the big blind. Queen 10-4, 2 hearts. Backdoor heart draw for Addy. Money says, I like business talk, Ben Kirby, please more. I've been needing an outlet for my post-NBA talks.
Business analyst podcast coming this summer.
Just really trying to put people to sleep. 7 of spades on the turn. I hate this board for everyone. Moneymaker's got the nut low draw, but it's the wrong game. Check, check. I'm done with this hand already. 5, nut low comes in.
Hits the nut low. Yeah. Oh, boy.
You can only shoot them in the county, though? Well, first show.
We sell them legally. I don't know where they shoot them.
I'm saying if you put on the show or something, it has to be in that county?
No, I'm licensed. I can do it anyway.
Okay.
You ever had anyone buy them and get injured and then try to sue you? No. That's good. Yeah, we had
JDV pipping at 50%. That's pretty strong 2.5 hours in.
no, never.
Addy, now that you're a tech pro, your next birthday party, next big firework.
Hopefully you got more than a 5, Niraj. HVAC might trade it higher.
Big parties, though.
Who knows?
I don't think tech bros throw parties.
Yeah, they do.
I got my MBA, Niraj. We should talk sometime.
They just all take a lot of drugs. Bang and pile.
Guess I'm not a very good tech pro, then.
That's funny every time.
Gosh.
Along with Queen Jack and the hijack, bumping it to 75. Moneymaker likes the 9-8 of hearts. Just calls.
I expect an invite to the wedding, at least. If you're ever married. Yeah. Big things. You can have fireworks there, right?
Yeah, I'll find
Okay. Now we know a guy.
10-7-5.
Open-ended for Moneymaker. 2 overs, backdoor straight draw for Wong. And backdoor clubs for JD. Backdoor straight.
they make them especially for weddings. Like they burn about 2 minutes. Low flash. You get good pictures.
Wong technically in the lead here, but pure coin flip between the 2 hands.
Open-ended for Moneymaker.
You do like a white tiger in the sky or something.
7 of hearts on the turn.
I'll do that for the proposal.
Check, check, free card coming on the river. Jack, pure for Moneymaker.
Giving Wong top pair.
Oh, no. Jacks and 7s for Wong and the nut straight for
Wong
Moneymaker.
Wong might think that he got there against like a hand like Queen 10 or King 10, Ace 10. So maybe go for some
Put
value
200
here.
out there.
Yeah. 325 from Wong. And now Moneymaker has to go for a raise here.
I wonder how much does he spend on fireworks?
Sizing is a little awkward because Wong isn't too much back. The balance of your bluffs here. Moneymaker just might shove. Wow, tiny raise here.
Gonna 3x it.
Going for the max value here against some kind of...
This is gonna confuse Wong a bit. Like what raises here except
7.
a boat,
Yeah.
a 7, or a straight.
Yeah, there's a Badoogie turn card, or not Badoogie, but you know,
Yeah.
4 different suits.
Oh, you're right. 4 different suits.
So there's no flush draws on the turn. 8-6. 8-6 is the only other straight draw I can think of.
Yeah. If Wong finds a fold here, I'll be impressed. But I also don't blame him for calling.
9-6.
Like people with like Mickey Mouse ears on is just like very unsettling.
4-6 suited. Yeah, it looks like Wong's gonna pay it off here. He's gonna make the call. He's gonna see the bad news.
2,500 headed over to Moneymaker. This man stays printing money.
Nice hand there for Moneymaker.
Nice little river card.
And when you play stakes like this, just like that, you can lose 1,300 in your stack right there.
It's just crazy.
I think Wong Bond for 3K is already down to 1,700.
Yeah. Gunter agrees. German. German coming, he's like, no. He's surrounded, dude. He is surrounded. What's the Oktoberfest?
Man, we missed like a whole conversation going on in the chat.
It's all right. There will be others.
Oh, yeah.
Hand 96, Tuesday night, 5:10. I was going to say 5/5/10. It's 5:10/25. No limit, 2-card hold'em. Ace-10 for Addy. Long, Queen Jack again. It's like I can't fold the Queen Jack. King Deuce Deuce. Nobody likes it. His hand favors Addy. Or the board favors Addy. And he's going to c-bet and fold.
Astra, Woodlick. Brand from Hamburg. Oh, now I know what you're talking about.
Hamburg City. Weinstefan is very good. No?
This has turned into a pretty big poker game.
Yeah, even for 6 max, even for 510, I mean, I guess they made it the $25 straddle mandatory if you wanted to come play, so it's kind of deceivingly large.
Right. Not on purpose, but
yeah, like raise the 75 from Zane on the button, the pocket threes. Pretty standard play here. Gonna get folds around here for $40. Shows the threes to Moneymaker. You missed it. Zane literally threw the threes all the way. Like, he tossed them and it landed right in front of Moneymaker. The threes face up.
It's a needle.
Monterrey, Mexico.
Garza 512 says, best part of Tuesday is my commute home listening to the live stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Hashtag I'm here for Kyle Z. Speaking of, haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, apparently the scoop is that he's in Thailand doing his thing.
Must be on some kind of vacation of sorts, relaxing.
Having some pad CU. Oh, delicioso.
Yeah, having some pad Thai, pad CU. Maybe getting a Thai massage.
So good. Gosh, Thai food is so freaking good. Addy raising it to 75 with King Queen and Randy and Moneymaker coming along. Queen 6-6 top pair for Addy and Randy. This could get pricey for Randy.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
10 on the turn.
Queens and 10s for Randy. 2-pair again. Versus a superior top pair previously. Randy's only got 1,200 behind. You know, if he calls, he's got enough to. I don't know how you get. I mean, do you just. What do you do? I don't know. You just kind of rip it here.
I'd shove, yeah. Max fold equity, and
I think Addy finds a call here because spades could be doing this. Pair and a spade, or pair and a flush draw.
You know, I find a lot of time in spots like this, people just don't like folding on the turn. They want to see that river card.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, people can level themselves into a call here, especially if they don't have good card removal. But fortunate for Addy, he does have the king of spades, so it makes it much less likely that he could have a hand like king jack of spades.
9% equity. Addy looks like he wants to fold.
Yeah, king of spades is a bad card, or it's a good card for Addy to have. To find a fold.
He hasn't folded yet, though. He's repeating what you're saying. He's saying the issue is I have a spade, so it's less likely for you to have a spade draw. I've got the king, so it's less likely for you to have king jack.
Good fold.
Great fold. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I like the shove from Randy, because like say Addy had like king queen of hearts. Then he might level himself into a call, even though it's like that shove is almost never his bluff.
Right.
But he's like, oh, he could have a flush draw. I make the call.
Yeah. Nice win for the firework king, Randy.
Yeah, because the common belief is all ends on the river are very rarely bluffs, but more people are more likely to have bluffs on the flop and turn.
Yeah, I like it.
I told him in Vegas there's like a Bavarian grill over by Hard Rock, and one of the things they'll do is you can pay the waitress and they'll come and spank you with a big tattoo.
So nice hand there for Randy. Getting very lucky on the turn there.
Absolutely. 3 outer. Zane's in there with Queen Jack. Addy's got 10-8 of diamonds.
Very playable and defendable hand.
He doesn't like being out of position, but it's cheap enough. He's got money invested. He's got equity.
It's perfectly fine to just call there. I mean, because it's a hand where you're not going to really get in too much trouble. You're not really dominated a lot of the time.
All right. King deuce 6, 2 hearts, insta fold from Addy. Maybe you're a firework, Randy. I wonder if he sells like the consumer fireworks or does like the massive shows. 'Cause that's 2 different things, I think. There's like the setting up shop, seasonal selling fireworks, and then there's the, hey, hire us to do a massive fireworks show.
Right, and we'll bring our like tractor with like the platform of 300 different rockets and mortars. Yeah, I used to go out to a lake house during 4th of July, and we would buy fireworks out by what's the lake? I can't remember the name.
There's a lot.
Might just throw on the Google Maps real quick.
Athens, Possum Kingdom.
Oh, it's southeast. What's it called? What is it called? Gun Barrel City.
Gun Barrel City.
Yeah.
That's a name.
Yeah, there was a friend we went there with the lake house, and yeah, we'd buy fireworks and just fire them off right by the lake.
Yeah, it's
lots of fun. Yeah.
Look at Jim's head. You know what he had?
Forward to that tournament. Yeah.
What do you think he had? The Queen of Diamonds.
Queen King? I thought he had ace queen.
Yeah, Queen 6 of Diamonds.
Oh. Queen 6 of diamonds?
Queen 6 of diamonds?
So they just validated Jim V's hand.
What do you actually?
4-bet. 3-bet.
4-bet you pre?
Yeah, he 3-bet me, I 4-bet him.
Yeah, so here's the fold pre-discussion happening.
No.
I bet the Queen 6 of diamonds.
Action board.
I mean, obviously you can all say if he just folds pre, he avoids that situation. But if you're gonna call and flop a hand like that, you got to go with it. So it's a very hindsight 2020 thing.
And he's going to 3-bet the ace 10 of spades. Pretty hand. Almost got 2 sevens and 1,600 behind. He's in there.
Wouldn't it have been insane for one to just shove there, honestly?
Right. Jack
Ooh,
deuce
hits a
10 outflops the 7, second pair.
Jazzbo Poker says, hello, poker fans. What's up?
What's up? What's up? Check, check. 6 of diamonds. And he's going to check one more time. Maybe thinking that he can only get paid if long bluffs. 5 on the end. Got to feel okay about your hand now, checking all 3 streets.
Yeah, I think his hand play is much better as a check call
streets
on the flop and turn. But I mean, at this point, you have to feel comfortable going for the value.
Now he wants to get called by hands exactly like Wong's.
Yeah,
7s, 8s, 9s.
Yeah, 9s, exactly.
And look, he's going to get it.
Oh, boy.
This is not an easy game, folks. This isn't a... you're going to get value bet in spots where you're going to have to...
value.
Yeah, get paid or have to pay. Nice play by Addy there. I mean, really, like...
Yeah, I mean...
If he bets flop and then bets river or something, he may not get that river bet.
Yeah, second pair top kicker. Yeah, Addy felt like if he bet flop return, he's only ever getting called by a jack. But once he gets checked back to twice, he can comfortably go for value against hands that, like a weaker 10. And I think that's exactly what he was trying to target, like a weaker 10 or 9s or 8s.
Yeah, Addy's no fluke. This man plays pretty good poker.
I don't know if he was the button or the button.
Unless you were the button.
We're talking about the hand.
No, he was in position.
The suck out hand.
King 4 of hearts folded to Addy on the button.
Barrage.
8-7 of clubs.
Nice hand by the brown dude.
I am not allowed to say anything.
I think it's just funny, yeah.
3-bet to 300 from Zane. 8-7 of clubs.
Throwing his support out there.
It was a nice hand.
Oh, that's interesting.
People asking about trick time. Everyone asks every stream. The answer is the same. We have no clue. Might just be a legend at this point. Same as Bildo. Who knows? Maybe surprised one day. Randy, 8-6 of diamonds. Been hovering around that 2K mark. I know he'd love a double up. Get a little deeper.
Not winning a lot, not losing a lot. It looks like we
new player?
Is that trick time? No. Oh, no, I know this guy.
JD's got the Cowboys, 3-betting to 300. Wong's got ace-5, which sometimes is a 4-bet.
I think he goes by Master on Poker Atlas.
Okay. 3-0 action. Kings well ahead. 10-10-9. JD with the kings and tens still far ahead. Randy's got a straight draw, backdoor diamonds. And JD's going to check the overpair. He's got 24,000 in his stack, and Wong's got 600 behind. JD, oh, ace on the turn, so brutal. So Wong catches up, and he's ecstatic.
He's just so lucky. Hits a 3-outer.
It's a 3-outer with 600 behind. And he's just going to rip it with his aces and tens. Randy gets out of the way, and JD, it's too cheap. He's just going to call it.
Give the man some action.
Jack, paint. Oh, that would have been so sick.
King.
Yeah. Wong's going to take down a $2,100 pot. He needed it.
Nice hand there for Wong. And I'm not too familiar who the new player is, but hope he can bring some action here. Hope he's ready for it. Nice to have JD on your right, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. 7-handed action. Tuesday night. We've got a poker game now. It started out a little slow, but we've got a poker game now.
Yeah, we got about an hour and 15 minutes left on our stream, but still a lot of poker to be played. Anything can happen in an hour.
That's right. I mean, we've seen $30,000, $40,000 pots in the last 5 minutes of the stream. It could happen, folks. You got to stick with us. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. If you enjoy the audio, silky smooth voices of Ben K and Derek, Data Ing. You already know what it is. TCH Live. Coming to you live from Texas Card House. Oh, look. Speaking of the Tide Devil, Kyle Z.
There he is.
$10 super chat. Do I need to cut my vacation short so you guys can run a big boy game? Was I the fish that kept 25, 25, 50 running? You know, Kyle, if you look around the table and can't spot the sucker, Mike McDermott says, then you are the sucker.
Oh, my gosh.
Hope you're enjoying your vacation, but we're definitely missing your 25, 25, 50 action, sir.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with you, Kyle. Definitely always crushed it there.
Let us know if you're wearing a black or gray shirt today.
Yeah, team gray shirt, team black shirt. But no, apparently some people called out because they were sick and due to some spring break reasons as well. There's some last minute call out, so they decided to lower the stakes of the game to be a little more inviting to more plays on the floor.
5 clubs on the turn. Randy, 4-1 favorite with the second pair. Wong's got he's got a 9 and a straight draw.
Appreciate the super chat, Kyle. Hope you're having a great time in Thailand.
It's probably the most money he's spent today in Thailand, $10 US.
Yeah, he probably had his breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and an Uber, and a massage for $5 USD.
So Randy bet 320 over to Wong. Wong calls. Jack of hearts. So Wong, heater check. River's a straight. Hearts coming. He checks it over to Randy, who's going to immediately check back. I don't love that. Queen.
One hand, you're not going to get much better than that. Might as well leave.
Yeah, I'm not sure the check achieves much. Maybe if you think Randy's going to bluff one more time, but or maybe you think you don't get called by any worse. I'm not sure.
Nah, you can still go for a value bet there, and if you get raised, you know, then they have the flush.
So Wong might be in the profit.
Oh, another one.
Let's go.
People are just hopping in here.
Everybody saw how soft the game was on stream. They're like, well, I could go take a shot here.
Yeah, exactly. Watch. And then sure enough, folds down. Now it's like, okay, you just always focus on folding. It's not like the press up fold. He's always scared.
Kowsey says can't stay away from poker games.
Well, if you're listening to this, Kyle, how's the food over there? Enjoying anything nice? Any
Give us
nice
the
Thai
deets,
food?
brah.
With any of those Michelin star street food vendors? I'd like to know. Thailand's a place I definitely want to go visit. That seems like a fun place.
For sure. JD, ace-9. Another hand I don't love. Raised it to 75. Addie's in there with 3-5.
Oh, and I bet Kyle's gonna love to hear this, but I don't know if he saw earlier, but JD 3-1 dog against Jim V. Ran it twice, hits his club flush draw twice on the river with one card to come.
Yeah, equivalent to
this is
a 6%.
Pretty standard JD stuff. I'm sure you're used to, Kyle, and you'd probably be just laughing your ass off.
Oh, so Kyle Z is actually playing over there.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he can't stay away from the poker rooms. I don't know what the poker's like in Thailand, but he says
man.
No action compared to Texas, but it's been fun. That's cool.
After the turn, if you call it turn, but there's only one line, that makes sense.
Okay, a little change of events. We're actually 9 minutes away from the conclusion of this stream. There's some administrative things that happened that reduced the time of the stream tonight, which, you know, this happens once a year where the stream's got to get cut short a little bit. So thanks to everybody joining us. We'll have 9 minutes to have our $30,000 pot. We've got a huge game coming tomorrow night, though. Return of Homie, return of several of the
RV Phil,
Back Wild his, and crazy players from the, what was the festival?
Rednecks with Paychecks.
Rednecks with Paychecks.
Hope he had a blast. I'll have to ask him about that when I see him tomorrow.
Moneymaker turns the wheel. Zane's got to redraw to a 10 high flush. So, yeah, a little different tonight, but we've got a massive game coming tomorrow night. And if anybody watched the stream last week, Wednesday night, it was – like people review pipping like 70%.
Oh my gosh, it was a crazy game.
And people were in there with the Jack Deuces and such. Very fun to line up, and it's going to be the same tomorrow night. So, you know, everybody gets an hour of time back, as we say in, you know, miserable corporate Zoom talk. We'll give you an hour of your time back.
Yeah, sorry, Alice. I know you love watching our Tuesday night games.
But we'll be back.
We'll be back really strong tomorrow.
Super strong, full game tomorrow night. Niraj Bhatia with a $500 super chat.
Jeez.
This man. Thanks for the great stream. Wish I could be there to support TCH next week, but I wish you all the best as always. Peace and love.
Wow.
Niraj, thanks, dude.
Niraj.
Like,
Wow.
I don't know what we say to. That's super sick and really baller.
Yeah,
Thank you so
not
much.
required at all, Niraj, because we all know that you're a huge supporter of our stream, so we really appreciate your support. But thank you again for the $500 super chat.
Very, very generous.
We do apologize if they cut our stream short right after that. That's so unfortunate. But hope to see you in the chat tomorrow, Niraj.
What a classy dude. Sweet mercy.
Yeah, and thanks for bringing attention to that as well. Yeah, next week, March 22nd, we do have part 2 of our Save Dallas Poker hearing. So those that are in the Dallas area, we do have word that we're going to be in a room that should be able to house 300 people. So those that are in an area and want to support Dallas Poker, make it out to City Hall around 10:30 in the morning. And I'm sure we'll have some Save Dallas Poker t-shirts to hand out, just like last time. And y'all can be part of history as we try to save Dallas Poker.
Come through. It's going to affect the entire poker ecosystem, the result of these hearings. So come out and support TCH or come out and support Dallas Poker in general.
Kyle Z said we should run commercials for Niraj's business after all these $500 super chats.
For real.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the heck happened here? Oh, Randy with $900. Okay.
Randy's all in with 2 4s for 900. JD's got the jiggities.
Everyone's just cheering for Randy too. Can you imagine the whole table just anti-sweating you?
Randy, is the club live?
No,
7.
that's it. The fireworks. Renowned in flames for Randy. Unfortunate. Nice to have him on the stream. Seemed like a very nice guy. Hope to have him back. And JD just adds to his stack there.
I had kings versus this guy. He had ace-5.
Yeah, no, really appreciate that, Niraj. And yeah, for those of you that don't know, those super chats do go to support our entire live stream team. You know, all the bet sizings and stacks and flop graphics, and obviously the commentators, Ben and I.
That's right.
Being able to commentate.
We're always appreciative of those that
have a great time with everyone in chat.
Well, you still owe me, actually. I'm messing with you. I was waiting in the queue.
So we got about 4 minutes left in our stream tonight. Yeah, unfortunately we have to end it a little early. But yeah, those of you that do have any last-minute questions or any concerns, throw them in the chat. We'll do our best to answer them the best of our ability.
And at a minimum, smash that like button for us. 550 of you watching. Do what you can. Hit that like button. It costs you nothing. And it could really impact where our stream goes out there in the YouTube sphere. The algorithm favors those with a lot of likes. Appreciate everybody doing that on the way out as we come to the conclusion of the Tuesday night stream. Fun times. A solid 3 hours of poker, I'd say. We saw a $23,000 pot earlier. We've got Troy in here mixing it up for the next 3 minutes. 10-7 of hearts, JD with ace queen of diamonds.
Clear 3-bet here from the button.
3-bet to 225. And Troy's going to immediately fold.
Yeah, very kind of you to say that, Alice here. Great job tonight, guys. We tried watching other streams. Dallas is the best. And
let's freaking go.
We do our best to make it as entertaining as possible for everyone here. We like talking about poker, but we always enjoy talking about other things as well.
Absolutely.
And, that's I think that makes our stream stand out from others. And we do our best to interact with y'all on a consistent basis.
It's always fun to talk through whatever comes up on any random Tuesday night. We could be talking about pizza to crypto, best barbecue, Thai vacations.
I didn't get paid with 10.
So always fun to hang out with our Chat Pro fam. Moneymaker raises it to 75. Queen 10 of hearts. JD changing gears a bit, 3-betting to 350 with 7-6 of diamonds. Moneymaker's in there.
Here we go.
Queen 10 of hearts in position on his nemesis, Jay Diggles.
10K effective, and a flop comes King 310.
King 310, Moneymaker out flopping JD.
So obviously much better for JD's range here, but obviously Moneymaker knows this, that JD's going to be 3-betting these kind of hands, like 7-6, 8-9, 9-10 suited type hands. So definitely have to continue for one straight, flopping second pair.
Deuce.
Deuce of diamonds doesn't change anything. If Moneymaker was ahead on the flop, he should still be ahead on the turn. And I think JD knows this as well, and he's going to check it over to Moneymaker.
$1,300 in this pot. Moneymaker checking his 10 back. Ace of clubs, everything comes in.
Let's see if JD decides to go for a bluff here now.
I think JD probably knows this card is good for him, having 3-bet pre. Moneymaker's hand is pretty vulnerable.
Let's say King 10 again?
Nice hand there for Moneymaker.
So it looks like the meetup game's actually happening April 24th, huh? 424?
424. I think it's on a Sunday, right?
I think so.
Yep. Last Sunday of April.
Okay, I've got one more 2-card hand, and then we're going to do PLO flip. Fun times. You know, 3 hours seems like actually a pretty good amount, you know. You can have full energy for 3 hours and then go on your merry way.
Oh, I wanted more action, man. I don't know about you, but
I always want more action, but I also want to have the best possible delivery
fair enough
that I can. And, you know, it's easier to sprint for 3 hours than it is for 4 hours. Along with the Queen 9, limps, Moneymaker raises it, King Deuce of Diamonds, blind versus blind.
60-40 here going to the flop, and it comes
8-3-6.
8 high. King high in the lead still.
Let me put this in the calendar.
Chat Pro meetup game. Chat Pro mug.
Yeah.
Man. A lead out from Wong's going to get it done.
Oh, actually, I already have it in the calendar. Wow. Let's go.
250 or 5?
Well, then you can tell your wife, right? Well, it's in my calendar. Like, it's
Yeah, I
my
tell
job.
her. I always tell her what I'm going to do. Hey, babe, I'm going to go and play in the Chat Pro meetup game. You stay here with the sun.
It's part of the job. I mean, I got to meet the Chat Pro.
Right, it's like, it's work, babe. I'm not playing my favorite card game.
All right. This one I got a good feeling about.
What's up?
It's happening. It's happening.
Oh, the Chat Pros are saying that they... Okay, that's just what they're saying. 250 in the middle per player. 4 cards face down, 5 cards dealt out. Have to play exactly 2 cards. I guess it's not pot limit Omaha, it's just Omaha. I think either way they're going to show up on April 24th. I don't think
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can't. Doesn't have to be sanctioned if everybody wants to decide to show up at once. Looks like a straight is there.
Oh, straight. Oh, looked like for a second, looked like there was a straight on the board.
Troy with the nuts.
Jack 10. Okay.
Troy sits down, pretty clutch win. He doesn't know it yet.
Just wins the flip.
So Troy takes it down for 1,800, and that's going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight for the past 3 hours. Derek, you got anything for the people as we head out?
Not too much. I mean, those of y'all that missed our last hour here. I mean, we had to end a little early. I mean, it should be a fun, full game tomorrow with some returners, Homie and RV Phil. So it should be a good action game tomorrow. Hope everyone tunes in for that tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Tons of action tomorrow, and as well, another reminder about the hearing on Tuesday. Make sure you block out some time. Come out there, 10:30 a.m. Dallas City Hall. For everybody at Texas Card House, thanks for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, everyone.
Yep, good night.
I'm Ben Miney.
I'm Angie Miney.
And please help save Dallas Poker.
Hi, I'm Mitch.
My name is Rick.
I'm Jay.
Help us save Dallas Poker.
Help us save Dallas Poker.
Please help save Dallas Poker.
I'm Kevin. Please help us save Dallas Poker.
My name is Jay Nick. Help us save Dallas Poker.
Hi, I'm Jessica. Help us save Dallas Poker.
Please
help us save Dallas Poker.
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 Please.
Hello, I'm Charles. Help us save Dallas Poker.